Here we go. Under the Rug is live, and we got four of us in here. How's everybody doing?
Yes.
We lost one, but we're clapping anyway.
I'm coming back. I'm back.
Hey!
Yay!
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Smart Thoughts with Under the Rug. I'm glad we could come back and do another one of these. I missed that intro, which is one of the most silliest things I've ever seen.
Still. It's still a good intro.
We just got a notification that we have more people trying to join the queue to join us live here tonight than our StreamYard account allows us for. So I just want to let everybody know that as people come through and get on live with us and then get off again, it will open up more spaces. But I do have to mention that we're going to have a couple special guests here tonight who will be talking through some of Homesick with us. And when they come on, unfortunately, I'm going to have to kick a couple people out of the queue. That's going to be the last two people in the queue. If you got your finger on the trigger, as soon as those people get off, you can get yourself back in the queue again. Okay. We're all in the same house, by the way, which is really silly. So you might hear my loud ass voice echoing as I say things too loud. We have lots of people here commenting and saying hello. I think the excitement is real. It is for us, I know, and hopefully for you, Rugrats, because Homesick for Another World is coming out tonight at midnight, and we couldn't be happier to finally let you have it. Woo!
4 hours.
So we are going to. I'm going to walk you guys through. I know I'm kind of yapping at you a bunch, but we're going to, I'm just going to walk you through kind of how tonight's going to go. So all the people who are on with us, 60 something people and growing, this is how things are going to go down. We're going to do a little more hanging out, some intros, some talking, maybe invite a couple people on just to break the ice. And then we are going to play you some of the tunes here before they even come out tonight at midnight, so you can actually hear those. We are going to bring on Dave Peters, who recorded the album with us in Los Angeles, California, and Jesse Gillenwalters, who is Basic Printer, who is going to be touring with us, who loves the album, and he is going to ask us some questions and talk a little bit about it. And then we will open up, oh, there he is. Then we will open up to Q&A with all of you fans for anyone who feels like sticking around. That said, things do get very long here with the amount of people that always want to log on with us. So we are going to limit Q&A questions to about 1 to 2 questions. We're going to keep it relatively short so we can get everyone a little FaceTime here on the live stream tonight. I would ask you if you have any questions about the procession of things, but you're not on here yet, to ask me those questions. So if anything was confusing or you have to go and there's something that's really important for you that you wanted to see or hear, go ahead and drop that in the comments and we will see those comments come up. Now, somebody else want to say something?
No, I like listening.
Job. It's really good. Nice.
I love yapping.
Can you hear me?
So, yeah,
we can hear you, Dom.
We can hear you. Dom's in my room right now. It's weird.
He looks good.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I got Sean that BMO.
It lives on my desk.
And maybe we can talk for a second about the show, since many of the people here on this live stream tonight weren't there to see it. I kind of want to just thank everybody who did come out, and it was such a turnout. I mean, some
packed. Folks came from like New Mexico. People came from Denver, from Canada, Michigan.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone who came out and flew to see us, drove 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever, to see us, and that means a lot. Like at one point, I got tears in my eye talking to one of our fans there who drove from New Mexico. So
the
means a lot.
That there were a lot of technical problems and things that happened, but like everyone singing Lonesome and Mad at the end of the show was one of the sweetest. Like to have a room full of people like sing a song that you write that means something to you, like that was crazy.
Yeah. That was magical. Yeah.
Thank you guys for that.
I definitely won't ever.
It was pretty surreal, yeah.
Ready for Nashville? That's awesome. Nashville is popping.
So are we.
We're selling so many tickets to Nashville. We at some point tonight, if for Midwesterners, we'll probably drop links in here for the tour as well. Also, we should probably mention that we are doing a last chance discount on Homesick for Another World here tonight. We still have some gold vinyls left.
Yes.
The rest are black.
Mom's
So if
wearing
you
one of the
wanted,
shirts.
hey,
Mom, show a shirt.
if you wanted the
Nice.
pre-order only gold vinyl, you can get that probably tonight. Before we go on tour,
There's 2 left.
there's only 2 left. So there's only 2 of those left.
2 left.
And then once we go on tour, we'll probably sell out of most of the Homesick merch. Oh, this is the Skeleton Tree merch, which we'll probably play for you tonight. So,
What?
Whoa. Are we gonna play a live tune for them?
I don't know. What you guys think? We should play a live tune or what?
If enough people,
if they
stick
want us
around,
to.
If they want us to, we'll maybe play.
We'll see.
Yeah, if they're on good behavior. Okay, so maybe to break the ice, we just invite Jesse straight on.
Yeah. Is he ready?
Does that sound? I think so. Jesse, if you're around, drop a comment if you're ready, and I'll boot someone out of here so that you can get in. Let's see if he's can also
I think
do
it will
the
have
old.
to be Laura.
That's there.
Laura, I'm seeing. Oh yeah, people are. Oh, he's ready. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, he's ready.
It looks like Nikki is the last in my queue.
Really? Our cues must be different.
Nikki, we'll get you on. Okay, I'm gonna kick you. So BP, try to join in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Classic under the rug with our technical difficulties.
It's the
He's
curse of under the rug.
It's the curse of under the rug. Come on, baby.
I swear I heard it.
On in here. All right. Well, I'm going to entertain a little bit while we're waiting for that. Maybe you can communicate with. Can someone take point? Brendan, can you take point on getting Jesse in here?
There he is.
Found him?
Nice.
All right, let's bring him on. Jesse, basic printer, who's going to be coming on tour with us through the Midwest and who has become an incredible and wonderful close musical peer and friend of ours, whose music is I think his music is the best music I've ever heard from a person that I've known personally. Let's bring him on. And he is wincing because I complimented him too much. And basic printer, Jesse Gillen Walters, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, you said the best music from someone you know personally, which is weird because there's 3 other people in this room that you know personally.
They suck. That's the thing.
It's true, though. Yeah, we do.
I guess you can maintain that opinion, and it's also not like they could be like, yeah, I mean, sure, that's fine. Like, yeah, we're just not as good as him.
It's true, though.
Their music is my music, and so I can't just talk myself up that much. So,
Thank you.
I don't know.
There you go.
From me on that.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
All right.
thank you very much. Well, we talked about this earlier today, in fact, about how it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just compliments in general. It's like, it's so easy to be skeptical when someone's like, I love your music. You're like, in your head, you're like, well, you don't really get like 27% of it. And like, you just start discounting it. So I get that way about you guys liking my stuff sometimes.
Which is really
it feels
funny.
Too good to be true.
Which is really funny because on the other side of that, over here in Austin, there's an annoying amount of basic printer music being played in.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
It's kind of sad. It's like if you knew how much it was happening, you'd be like, it feels weird now.
Didn't he made somebody's Spotify thing, right? Their Spotify Wrapped.
Brendan's.
Yeah, I think you were in Brendan's Wrapped.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There was a month where every night before going to bed, I would listen to Robocall.
Okay,
that song is so cool.
I love that song.
Me
love
Can
too,
we
it.
man.
talk about why did you get into that rhythm with that song?
Dude, I don't know. There's something about that song that's just like it's got so much balls. Like,
It's
and
true.
then Aaron's drums are awesome. Like, there's like the ending goes places that you didn't expect it to go. Like, just the whole song is just steadily going like this to the end.
Yeah.
It's so tight. I don't know. Just all the choices. The acoustic guitar like strums in the chorus
God,
are
Sheila.
like butter. It's just a tight song. Like you nailed it with that song.
I'm
It
glad you-
speaks to me.
I was just gonna say the ending and how it just buttons up the whole album too. Just
Yeah, that's
fucks me.
true.
The
yeah.
very
Fucks
ending?
me.
Totally.
It just fucks me.
Yeah.
It
It's
fucks
so
you?
it's
so-
perfect. It's a perfect.
fucks.
It's a perfect song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm glad you pointed out these. Oh, sorry.
do your thing.
Last thing. I'm glad you pointed out the acoustic because I thought it was important. I actually wrote it on an acoustic guitar, but I wanted it in there, and it's one of those things where when you're mixing it, you're like, it's like the 10K of that acoustic is in here, and that's about it. I hope people can.
Yeah, no, it's like this like buttery crystal on top. It's zing, it's like so it's nice. It's a little
Right.
sprinkle.
Right.
Sorry to be this guy. I'm just gonna move us along a little bit because I know.
Stop talking about yourself, Jesse.
Uh,
I know.
it's-
Sorry.
It's my fault. It's my fault for bringing it up, and honestly, so let's just move on to us now. So if we could, no,
Oh my
our
God,
music-
let's move on to you,
let's
please.
please move on to me. I'm so excited to talk about Homesick more. Like I haven't thought about it enough. No, we are really excited to be releasing this record finally, and I am always endlessly insecure about the music we're making. Just always am always one step ahead of where we're at. I don't know how you guys feel about your music making, but I think Jesse, you've been diving into it pretty heavy, and I think you have probably a pretty fresh perspective on it, and maybe have some things to share, and then we can, piggyback off that, maybe play a tune for them from the record.
Jesse's been texting us little compliments about the album, by the way, for weeks now, and it's really nice. It's really
every 7 weeks at like 12:45 a.m. I will just hit the group chat with like, guys, what the fuck is this song? I never thought about it this way or whatever. The album, man, it's like this album in particular has this little like whimsical, like magical dust energy to it. Like it has this tongue-in-cheek kind of thing that is just so perfect. It's not out in the open. It's not like, ooh, we're doing this, but it's just like it's always holding this thing in the back of its head where it kind of like knows where you're going but doesn't tell you. Very ethereal description, but it's something that I feel like you like Under the Rug has always done, and this one just feels like, God, it's like this perfect little trek. This album, and also. God, the other thing, there's so much to say. This one is really interesting because I feel like there's a clear Americana sort of almost like thesis to it. That's almost the way I would describe it. Because it's almost not like conceptual in that way. It's just like, hey, what if we played in this realm? How would we do that? And how do we do it and it not be like, oh, they're just jumping over there? It feels like this really cohesive kind of experiment almost of like, what if we did Americana? What would that be like? And I would say the ultimate outcome is that it's not like, this is an Americana record. But it just weaves through that world just so perfectly. It's just so weird how it suits you, if that makes sense. You wouldn't think it. And then it's just like, oh, shit, that's weirdly like maybe even more correct than before.
It's funny you say that because I think it happened because we got into Americana when we moved to Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think we moved here Go ahead.
I don't think it was intentional either necessarily. Like we had just like kind of absorbed it, and then now it became. We started buying the instruments. Like you bought a mandolin, we started buying resonators, and then we just started writing on those instruments. I think is part of it.
I gotta say, I'm sorry, man. I gotta say, I think it was Casey. I
Yeah.
think Casey kind of infiltrated our brains and was like, we got to try bluegrass because we're in Texas, right? And I remember, and then he bought the mandolin, and then I was like, I'm gonna buy a stand-up bass. I remember Casey being all about bluegrass, and then we were trying to find bluegrass that we liked, and that was such a struggle because it was always like this corny bluegrass stuff until we found the Punch Brothers. Yeah. And the Punch Brothers, I think, were the first fusion of that. I don't know, the modern sound with the bluegrass elements in it.
There's this thing they do where they do all of Kid A, but with just only acoustic instruments, and they get every synth sound in there.
Amazing.
And I would kind of it's like, whoa, that's what we're doing. We're like, what can we do with this? And how do we take kind of campy Chris Cornell rock and throw mandolins into it? And
the thing, obviously we're talking, and I said it first, the sort of Americana thing. To everyone watching, I would not call it an Americana record. I would call it almost
warning.
Yeah, not Americana. I just don't want people to think it was we hopped over there and now we do that. It's it feels like an echo of Americana, or like a waft of it, but it's not. It's not oh, we're doing this and this is what we are. It just injects that. It's still under the rug as fuck in terms of the rock and the dynamics and the instrumentation and everything. I don't know. To me, it's just it feels, it doesn't feel, I guess you were saying this to me, Casey, too, earlier today. It feels more effortless and more oh, let's just be ourselves. And I guess with the way it was recorded, that makes a bit of sense because it was recorded very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we did it so fast, right? That I think we didn't have the ability to overcook it in that regard. It was these are the songs. It was much more minimalist on the recording. Now, let me ask you this, Jesse. This is a tough one, but do you have one now that you've listened a few times that you've gravitated towards? And do we have time to maybe play that one for them and then talk a little bit about it?
Definitely.
Okay.
There's
Go ahead. Sorry. Maybe not one of the singles, something they haven't heard.
Right.
Oh, I'm not a singles. What do I look like? Okay, so well, I might talk on a few. I should be sleeping is one that I think would be very striking to display. It's it's just because it's, I don't know, I think it's very impressive. Skeleton Tree, I always gravitate towards. Skeleton Tree to me feels like one of the most emotional songs you've ever done.
That's so great. Why don't we play that?
We should do that, yeah.
Okay, we're going to play you guys one of the tunes that's not even out yet. It comes out tonight at midnight. The song is called Skeleton Tree. This merch item here is the art for that song. And it's on these comfort color tees. They're awesome. Again, there's a coupon code. You guys should get one.
Sorry. Yeah, not to cut you off, but we just sold out of our last 2 vinyls. And so
the gold vinyl
stuff is going quick. The gold vinyl, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The pre-order only vinyl. So if you want one of those shirts, there's only 5 or 6 left in the store. And there's only the shirt Dom is wearing, there's only 5 or 6 of those left too. So if you want it, there's a last chance. Yeah.
They're all they're all spoken for.
We're pretty much sold out of most of everything. So if this is the last chance, and you use that coupon code at the bottom there.
Okay. All right. We're going to play Skeleton Tree for you, just so you guys know just a little lyrical context to what you're hearing. This is a sort of magical realism tune where you take all of your worries and you go outside and you put your worries into a box. And does anyone have the CD on them right now? Sean, do you have one out there?
I could run and grab it.
Dom has the shirt.
Oh,
Dom,
that's true.
Dom's
So there's this little
all over this shirt.
Can't go any lower than this because it's
there's this little
that's
little
like-
box on the shirt, and maybe Sean can grab it while we're listening. Anyways, it makes an appearance on the rest of the record, but you take all your worries and you put them into a box and you plant them in the ground, and out from the box grows the skeleton. And the skeleton parrots back to you all of the things that you've been so worried about. And I think what this song is it's illuminating, and I said this at the show, it's illuminating what we learn when we actually confront the things that we're worried about and that freak us out. And that's kind of what the song is. So anyways, here we go. I'm gonna play it for you now.
Hi, Kate, if you're watching.
Here we go.
You put your worries in a box, and in a pair of ragged socks dug a small hole and buried it outside. And then, after a crazy summer rain, from where the box was buried came this weird beanstalk growing from the ground. And soon you could not believe your eyes. Purple powder was the size of a small child who grew up from the vine, and from it came a little laughing thing of bone, skeleton that somehow knows all the bad things you have had. You're a coward, boy, it's bad. Laughing through its toothless smile. It's out in love in every song, but loving like a crocodile on some animated bone. But my heart is rising. You ran away when it mattered most. You let her leave this world alone, 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 alone. You let her go. You put your fingers in your ear, intercepting all the fears that you no longer lock away inside.
Okay. I'm listening to that song with headphones on for the first time in a while. I like it. I think it's a success.
This reminded me of so much. Go ahead, Sean.
I was just gonna say, through cycles of liking it and then not liking it. I think I'm in the good phase right now.
Yeah, hold on to it well, let's. And this reminded me of so many things that I forgot to say at the top, which was like, this whole album has this psychedelia element to it that is so understated, but is there, where there's like swirling kind of environments and juxtaposition of like this. The verses on the song are like boggle my mind in the fact that it's like this big cloud. And then the lead is like this vocal that if anyone else sang it, you would be like, that's just a throwaway kind of thing. You know, like, oh, it's like slow and getting lost and what's he saying? But like in this context, you're just like, wow. And you would think, did you ever, Casey, like sing that verse originally like an octave up and decided to bring it down?
No, I knew this was a weird tune. It's like so rare, but I knew exactly what I wanted. You know?
Yeah.
Like there was this like this album to me was a big growing moment for me and musically and kind of in my life, and it's coming to terms with some things, and I just knew that this song was like supposed to be me sort of talking to myself and kind of like from a place of more wisdom than I have currently. And in that way, it has this low Mufasa voice going on. I knew that it needed that, you know?
So true.
Yeah.
God.
I forgot how much stuff is in there. Like
There's
it's very
instruments and bone sounds.
Brendan's percussion is awesome in that. I remember because we did that here, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you locked yourself in the room for a while.
Yeah. I remember we kind of started that song, and then it seems like we all had the same idea of like, we never even really talked about making the verses, to my memory, like atmospheric like that. But then we just all kind of went in that direction together. Like we knew exactly what that song needed, whereas like kind of this floaty intro and then gets really heavy kind of towards the, like when it builds. I don't know if we ever even said that in words. We're like, let's do that. It just kind of, we all were on the same page and just kind of like did it together, you know. Which is always pretty funny.
I just want to take one quick.
Song just calls for itself, you know.
I just want to take one quick second and just let everybody know who's commenting in there that we see your comments. We really appreciate you guys commenting and the wonderful things you're saying, and we're super happy you're here listening. I just don't want to ignore you guys for too long while we yap on, but also. Anyway, but yeah, that is cool. It was a cool feeling making this record for that reason, because everything that we did, like Brennan was saying, kind of we intuited it together in like a really organic
we never
way.
Really talked about it. It just kind of happened. Like the songs called for it, and then it just kind of turned into themselves in a way that was like we didn't have to explain it to each other. It was just like they called for it. It was weird. Yeah.
Just like raw, like just all. Well, that's probably like you when you make a record so fast, that's actually the asset. It's like, oh, well, we're going to be really fast, so let's just settle into the emotional groove that we find. That's got to be the answer because there's not time.
Right.
You know,
right.
There's no like, oh, we'll go back and
yourself. Yeah.
So that's weirdly like Casey and I have talked about this a lot too, is like both are assets. Like rushing through an album, it's like the things you gain are unique to that versus doing a record for 2 years. The things you gain from that are different than if you did it fast. But you know, it's like one's not better than the other, especially because you look at Dear Adeline, mind-blowing album, and then you look at this, mind-blowing album.
You're dude.
You can come on our streams anytime.
Anytime
if you're gonna talk to us like this.
Anytime.
Yeah. Really quick, hey, can Sean or Brendan just touch base with Dave really quick? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can text him. I got the link.
I texted him the stream link already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So yeah, some other things. There are like 6 or 7, I think, acoustic guitar layers in that. All doing the same thing from different mic positions with different mics. I think we had some Neumann Omnis in like really far away, like down a hallway. Then we did it again, closer. And then I think we might have even put up some Coles and done another stab at it with some Coles. And it just makes this like Bon Iver wall of like kind of shitty phasey acoustic guitar, but it has a vibe. The vocals can sit on top of it, I think, because it's a little weird and phasey. And
Yeah.
but maybe Dave did some magic to get that to sit. So I don't know.
Is there Q chord on this song?
Yeah, there is.
There
That's
is Q
so
chord.
funny that you hear that.
Is it
almost-
omnichord or Q chord?
No, it's Q. It's
It's
Q chord because the omnichord broke.
It's
that's
Q
right.
chord. Yeah, I
Which is a
almost
bummer.
wanted to take it out. I almost fought for
Uh-huh.
taking it out.
I
But
fought
I'm
for
glad
it
I
with
didn't.
you. I was like, I want to keep it.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
And I did it. I remember doing it in one of those lame, like I plugged in the Q cord and then I was like dancing in the room and did like one stupid take of it. And Brendan was
Yeah,
like, dude, we're not
well,
putting that on.
I think the bummer was I didn't have anything to comp with. I got like 3 shitty takes to use. But you know, I pulled it together. I pulled your mess together, and now it's perfect because of me. So, yeah, right? Okay, sorry.
Do you want to talk through one more? Maybe we let the fans decide. Do you want to hear another tune from the record early, or do you want us to invite people on, or talk about anything else in particular? Give them a maybe give them a second, unless.
Man, Dead Man on the Lawn though.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like how that song came out.
Me too.
The
that
chorus
song-
is good.
Does that song seem a little like grunge Jack Johnson to you?
Yes, funny.
We should
True.
play it. Let's play it.
Grunge
Okay,
Jack Johnson.
That's it right there.
people want to hear it. Oh my god! Here we go. Okay.
All right,
Yes.
all right,
Is
all
that
right.
the
We
one?
get it.
Is that the one?
I like it. Go ahead.
I think
What
it's
do
the
you want,
move.
Jesse?
Yeah. I think that's the one. I think I'm surprised it wasn't a single. It's such a single.
You
we
think that, huh?
talked about
I
that.
do.
We
I do.
That
almost did
was
it as
in
a
the race,
single.
I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
we almost did that as a single.
All right,
The name of the
let's
song-
play it.
Yeah,
There's
it's Dead
just
Man
enough
on the Lawn.
latency in this stream to make for like slightly stilted and awkward conversation. I love it. I love it. Jesse, go ahead and say what you were going to say. And
It's called. Here's the thing. You do that.
hey,
and then
anyway,
it's
so
3 seconds.
I was thinking maybe we could.
Listen, go ahead. Play this
Okay.
stupid thing.
This one's called Dead Man on the Lawn or whatever.
Dead Man on the Lawn. Maybe a quick context, which is that this song is when I was young, I saw my mom's boyfriend when I was young. He got shot on my front driveway, and the song is like, how do you reconcile? 'Cause I was watching through the window, and how do you reconcile? Yeah, that's some heavy stuff for you. How do you like reconcile a hard past with the present and trying to be happy? That's what the song is about. Okay, here we go.
Clouds are moving past your head, wildflower bed, spider on a cactus fruit. Every time your thoughts get grim, you just close your eyelids tight and let the sunshine make it red. La da 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 da, wishing all your cares away. La da 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 da, wishing all your cares away. La da 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 da, wishing all your cares away. And everyone feels far away, and you don't know what to say. It always comes up sounding wrong. Maybe it's the things you've seen, the dead man on the lawn, the ammunition in his jaw. The coyote tracks they lead you to the place you put your hand
Wow.
These
is-
like, I don't know if like, because I've known you for a while now, like when you put out new music, I'm like proud, and that's a part of it. You know,
Oh,
it just like
that's cute.
it makes every song. I'm just like, fuck me, like I can't handle it emotionally.
Oh,
That's like really
It's
nice.
adorable.
I don't know if it. I mean,
Adorable.
I'm sure part of it is just like the personal connection, but I think more of it is what it is. It's just like so cathartic. Like all the songs are so cathartic.
If this album felt cathartic to us,
It
I
did.
did to
Yeah.
me. Yeah,
yeah, it did.
it was a moment for us recording this,
It
and
felt like a
just
big
so everyone
moment.
knows, when we recorded this, we had just started finding fans really for the first time too, and so it felt like we had an audience for the first time, and we were kind of writing for people, which was a different feeling than kind of shouting into the void for 10 years or whatever. And I was like, I was thinking more like, what do I want to say? And anyway.
Someone said,
Yeah, there was
Steven
almost-
Tyler. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Cynthia said, move over Steven Tyler, which is funny. I never thought about that whale. It is, though. It's Steven Tyler.
It is.
I had
That's so
just
funny.
discovered, like,
Steven
if you
Tyler.
just kind of lean into vocal fry and a high note just a little bit. It's a pretty quiet note. And then it just,
Right.
God, it slams on a close 7B. It's just
so good.
so good.
So
So good.
Yeah, in fact, there's a bunch of, it's really cute. There's a bunch of kids covering Lonesome and Mad on TikTok and Instagram. And
It's awesome.
they always try to hit that note so loud, and I'm like, no, it's quiet, you guys. It's a
Like
quiet
the main
note.
one? Like,
It's a
Yeah, the
trip.
main note's
On
super
home?
quiet.
yeah, you're. Okay, when we did our song, which no one will ever hear for some reason, because we
Yes,
can't
they
get
will.
shit
We're gonna
to-
release
Why
it right
is
after
that?
this album comes out.
we should
All right,
do
great.
that. It's
We
a
edited
good
it, and it's
song.
great.
Okay,
It's
great.
good.
I remember, I don't know if this part is gonna live in that final outcome, but like the the big crazy
Oh,
bridge
yeah.
we did.
I
And
think
you're
we did cut
doing
it.
I think so too.
I think we cut that. Yeah.
you were singing that, 5-part glissando harmony over 3 bars or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You were singing that, and I was like, he is just, the mic is like here. It's not loud in the room, but it sounds like,
Huge.
what's his
Yeah.
name from Van Halen? It just sounds like this larger than life thing. And I'm just like, oh yeah, he thinks about those little things.
That's so funny. I remember recording that, and I kind of looked over, and it hit me that that wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah, it was
song.
like too much. It was too much. Oh my
It was
god.
like, just own it for now, and we'll figure it out in post.
That was so much fun. I had so much fun
that
that
was
trip.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, so just so everyone knows, we knew Jesse from the internet, and then I vied for him to come and do a single with us in Arkansas. So we went out to Arkansas, and some of the older fans who were around at that point, they got to watch us post these studio journals in real time and make this song together, which was called Internet Girl, and is called that. I think it came out, we did an edit and we took that bridge out, and I think it's a real song, so we'll release it soon.
Nice.
But I want to do more of those. We were talking about, if any fans think this is a good idea or a bad idea, would you pay a ticket price for a digital ticket, and then we give you a 24/7 live stream link to us making a single in like 3 or 4 days? So we like book an Airbnb, and there's just a camera rolling, and you can just literally, while we're sleeping, you can just kind of tune in anytime.
That's
to where we're at.
crazy.
Would you pay?
That's
Would you pay $20 for that? Let me know if
I
anyone
would, and I'd be there. I would get into my bed like after a long day recording, be like, bye guys, and I get in my bed and like watch us.
It'd be like one of those repeating where you
Mirror
see the
screen,
screen.
infinity mirror.
What's that movie with Jim Carrey? That just reminds me of that movie.
Truman Show?
Truman Show, yeah. Very Truman Show-esque.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Put me
we
in
like
there.
stage some weird thing that's like blending reality and fiction, and we're like, there's a murderer.
Right.
And then, okay. Maybe the 10th one.
That could be funny.
Okay. Have you communicated with Dave, Brendan?
Dave is down.
He's down. Okay.
Down
He's
as an
in.
in or down as an out?
He's in.
Oh.
So I feel like, let's see, we started at 8. It's been 45 minutes.
He doesn't have a ton of time, so we should get him on.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on. He
Jesse?
can kick my seat.
We're gonna kick you out. Dude, thank you
Great.
so
Get
much
outta
for
here.
coming on and talking with us. You're so sweet, and please expect that if you ever want it, obviously All of Under the Rug will be there to talk up your next album, because even though you don't believe us, we're gonna love it. So
Cool. I will take that at face value and believe you. Progress.
Thanks.
progress,
Wow.
growth.
Wow.
Uh,
Such growth.
well, thank you so very much. Happy release to you all.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Jesse.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon. And soon tour.
Bye-bye.
Tour with Basic
So
Printer.
soon. So very
Oh, we're
soon.
touring with you.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Peace, dude. We love you. Dave Peters, if you are watching and you can come and join us, now there is a slot open in the queue. Just so everybody else knows, after Dave comes and talks with us, we're going to share some videos of us recording the album at his house. They're some really funny little videos. Then we are going to, then you'll see where we do this, where we record. And then we'll invite some people on. It looks like someone just took the 10th slot. Oh, that's Pudge. Damn it. Hey, Pudge.
Oh, it's Pudge. What's up, dude?
Listen, we're inviting Dave in to talk about recording the album, so I'm going to have to kick you, but you can join right after, okay, dude? I don't know if you can see me there in the queue or if you can hear me. I can't hear you, but I can see your lips moving, and it looks
I think he's
affirmative.
saying something.
I think he's blowing
All right,
kisses.
kicking you.
Oh, he's blowing kisses.
He's blowing kisses.
All right,
Okay.
Dave, try to join if you can. In the
Let's see if
meantime,
he's still.
we will invite people on after this to ask us questions about the album. And if you guys really want, maybe we can play you one more. If you want to wait till midnight, you're welcome to do that as well. There he is.
there
There's
he
the man
is.
himself, David
Wow.
Peters. So
David
David Peters
Peters.
owns Oak House Recording, Oak House Studios in Los Angeles. He has recorded pretty much everything we've done since slightly before Too Far Away. Right after Pale King, we started working with Dave. He's an incredible engineer, a wonderful human being, a life coach that has helped me in my life, and he's just a wonderful guy. So welcome, Dave Peters, to the stream.
Can you hear me all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
sorry,
can.
There we go.
Now we
All right,
can.
I'm an audio engineer, so
Ah,
I
there
figure
he
I
is.
should get that
Okay.
working. Yeah.
Oh, you sound great.
What's up,
I
Dave?
just saw a comment from Nicole that said Dave is so cool, and Nicole, you're my new favorite person. It was Sean, but now it's Nicole.
Oh,
It was never
Okay.
Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
It was never Sean.
all right. Well,
No, you're right. it
He's
was never
least
Sean.
likely.
It was me.
Come on.
I,
It was Tom, yeah.
I'm looking at that room nostalgically, kind of knowing, one, missing having been there, and two, knowing that we're going to be back there in a couple months.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
it's
so
exciting.
soon.
You ready for
I just-
our stinky selves?
No.
No.
You guys are sleeping in the yard.
We keep multiplying too.
I just want to open this by saying that, I might hear these songs more than even the guys who wrote them, because, when I'm mixing them, it's like, I have to listen to it 300 times, piece by piece. And But what's really funny is that every time I hear Casey talk about one of these songs, he just like drops a bomb about where the song came from.
That you've never heard before.
No, I don't even know the stories. I just, and I don't ask. I'm just, oh, it's a cool song,
Well,
And,
I just track them. I just track them.
I just track them, and then there's a bomb drop. I'm like, oh,
You're welcome.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for the insight there.
I'm like, oh, this la-di-da part is so nice. So Dave, we loaded up some videos from being there that I want to talk about. I don't know if you know of this. There was a moment and a song that actually never quite got made, but almost got made. And I thought maybe we could start our chat by talking a little bit about.
Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about. We'll
I don't think you do. It's not what you think it is. It's not Dave's
okay.
House, which is a beautiful song.
Okay.
Sean, do you know where that clip is?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I named it. So hold on, let me go in there.
I
Knows
think
why
I
you're
can
looking.
find it.
I think it's
Image
this
You guys
one.
are talking about with
5359.
Dave's House.
Yeah.
Is they recorded while I was away. They recorded a song called "Dave's House Smells Like Poop," and they left it on my my computer for when I returned.
I think we all
Anyway.
switched instruments. I
You're
sang
welcome.
it. Oh no, you.
Yeah,
I
thank
played
you.
drums.
Yeah,
I played
Sean
drums.
Yeah.
So this is not that. This is another song we were working on that you were involved in. You supplied all the instruments. I just want everyone to hear what Under the Rug Genius is like when no one's mostly no one's looking. So let's talk about this song and what it means. Maybe we can drop a bomb on the heavy meaning of this one song.
Just writing some new songs with Under the Rug. Oh, you gotta get this one.
Dude, Brendan is getting that shaker. So
I was gonna say he is committed. That is commitment right there.
Aggressive, dude.
yeah.
There's nothing better than
Very
someone really
aggressive.
feeling the shaker. Like it's the best thing they've ever done. They're laying that track down. It's a shaker track that needs to be there.
Yeah. So any thoughts on that song, Dave? Or
That could have very well made it on the record, because when I was thinking about like how we made this record, the original plan was like, we're going to be in town for like 3 days or 4 days, and we're going to just a couple tunes. Like, okay, let's do a couple tunes. And they drove in like half a drum set and a guitar. Like there was no equipment, and I had a couple things here, and it's like, okay, we're going to make an album. But then it was a few days, and then we about 3 or 4 days in, we decided to add a couple days, like to do the whole record. And I was just thinking about like what we had for instruments. We had the piano, a guitar or two, a pump organ, the little synth, the Casio as well. We had 2 little, like, that's it.
That's it.
That's all we had as far as instruments go. And I just like when I listen to the record, it's such a big lush thing. But I'm thinking, man, that's just a handful of toys.
Yeah.
And so when I think handful of toys, I think about that scene out in the kitchen. Yeah.
I just realized that we talked about Dead Man, but we didn't even mention how we got that super like cutting guitar sound in the chorus. That last chorus. Yeah, that was Dave who recorded that guitar, and it wasn't
at all?
It wasn't guitar. It was a wall of kazoo. The chorus in Dead Man on the Lawn, what sounds like a guitar, is Dave alone in that little room behind him right now, recording like a stupid amount of kazoos. That's real. That's a real thing that happened.
If you put kazoos in a mix and harmonize them, it sounds like electric guitars.
Wow.
Because it's just buzzy mid-range.
I remember kind of being mad about it. Not mad about it, but I was like,
taking your
I was
gig.
like, come on, dude, that's my job.
Sean had to practice. I just had to go.
Yeah. Cool.
God, watching you do that through the like tempered glass, like the soundproof glass, was like the funniest. He's like,
Totally.
you still gotta hit the notes on the right beat. So he's closing his eyes.
He's focused. Yeah.
I was harmonizing them in real, like I had to
doing
come up with
thirds
a
and fifths.
3-part harmony on
He's
kazoo.
like Kenny G in there.
Real time, yes.
Wow.
Now, if I would have had 3 kazoos simultaneously and found a way to harmonize,
Split
I don't know,
your
like,
harmony.
like Tibetan throat singing with the
Yeah.
harmonies. I don't know. That would have been really impressive. But,
You should
feel
take
like
that
you
on the
could-
road if you can do that.
Yeah. You have no need for us to pay you to do under the rug stuff if you can do that. So we don't
Set.
pay you enough anyway. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
that was I enjoy this. That's when making records gets really fun. It's the whole process is fun. Like if you're just like putting a microphone on the snare drum or a regular guitar or cutting a vocal, it's always fun. But like when suddenly it's like, hey, let's record a bunch of kazoos.
Totally.
Hey, let's put a mic in the bathroom.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
put a mic in the bathroom.
Well, there's
Yeah,
another clip. I don't know if you guys have it up, but another vocal thing that Brendan was doing. My daughter had this little got a Christmas gift of
Oh,
this
it is
little
there.
like karaoke microphone that you could play music through it like Bluetooth. It's like just a microphone with a little speaker on it, and you can sing along, and it adds like a little bit of reverb to your voice. And,
let's play
and
a
we
little
stuck
bit of
Brendan in there to sing through that and then record that with the microphone. Because, we only had like 7 instruments.
Totally.
Yeah, we have it. Play it up, baby.
I'm gonna play a little clip.
Wow. That is
That was the
beautiful.
kazoos and the speaker at the same tune.
Right.
Yeah.
So serious.
It's such a
That
serious.
note
Yeah.
there, though.
Thanks for like ruining my super heavy life story with your joke instruments.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, maybe you shouldn't tell me the stories, or else it's going to be like, let's just bring in the string quartet and get sad.
Get sad.
or scary or dark. Yeah.
the
That
like
was a good clip
silly
because it was a lot of fun in one clip. Yeah.
the silliness like has like tension with the serious element or something. Like it works somehow.
I think that's like I think that's your tunes in a nutshell. Like it's like there's always a bit of like creative snark, but then there's also like a real backstory, a real genuine like trying to work something out.
Yeah.
But then there's always a twist on it or something. I don't know. There's always so the humor kind of gives it a nice layer.
I like that read. Jesse said something a while ago. Or he said he thinks it's like the serious tunes, but it's like the Cheshire Cat singing them. I was like, that's a good.
Oh, that's a really good. I like that a lot. It's true. It's There's always a little bit of a. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's not a lightness, but it's like there's always a self-awareness about it in a way where you understand what it is you're talking about and you're trying to get through it. So you're trying to like talk from the other side of getting through it back. Like you've already processed it or something. I don't know. I'm making stuff up.
No, I like it. Out of respect for your time, by the way, Dave, I know you texted Brendan that you didn't have a ton of it. What are you looking like right now?
I think I just missed it. I think I just missed the bedtime of my daughter for you guys.
Oh no!
I think it's
Whoa.
Or more important,
I could
that's
go
great.
for like 2 minutes and come back. Then I'm free. then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's
all good.
you need
I
to-
think she's. I think it's done.
So you're good. You have more time.
I think I got a few minutes here.
You should apologize to her for us.
Yeah, tell her we're sorry.
I don't think
Can
she's
I
going to talk to you
suggest?
guys again. Sorry.
Can I suggest
Oh,
something? But
no.
if you don't have enough time for it, you just tell me no.
Okay.
Okay. The song that I think is the most, maybe one of the most interesting from a recording perspective and what we did together, to me, is "I Should Be Sleeping."
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a pretty short song. It'd be cool to play it for them and then talk about it. But if you don't have time for that, we can not.
No, all good. Do it up.
You guys want to do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
This song is just, the title does it. But "I Should Be Sleeping" is a song that we tried for the first time, experimenting a little bit with how we recorded a song. And I think it made for something super neat. And so we're going to play it and then we'll talk about it. But see if you can hear in what ways it's very different from any other recording of Under the Rugs. Some of you even asked us to do this. So we're going to play it for you now. "I Should Be Sleeping." Here we go.
I needed some time. I needed a day. I needed to put the grim in a box and put that box away. I needed to climb into my bed, cocoon myself up until I emerge, ready for the world again. Now I've been lying here alone, wondering just how long good I should go on. I'd rather be sleeping, but I'm staring at the wall. I should be sleeping, but I'm wide awake. Imagine my yard is covered in slugs, and for everyone I crush with my shoe, he gets another two. Whenever I give up, and the whole wall's cardboard sign outside the local pub. This kind of thing is always on my mind. I should be sleeping, but I am wide. I should be sleeping, but I am wide. I should be sleeping, but I am wide awake.
I think that's a cool tune.
Yeah, that one came out great.
It was really cool to do it in the room. It felt good.
So yeah,
We decided like the night before to do that.
Let's have Dave talk about that. So Dave, how did we record that?
So unlike usually when we record, we kind of maybe you put down a quick demo of the song of maybe just guitar and a voice, and then we kind of build one piece at a time, drums and then a guitar, and then we just kind of stack ideas up. This one was played live in the room with you guys. Now there's a couple things peppered in over top that you guys did later, very sparsely, in one little flavors here and there, but the performance of the is pretty much just you guys live in the room. and this one was done live to tape as well, like to analog tape, which was pretty cool. So I just liked it, and I think I kept trying to. I know Casey was like feeling like he wasn't singing it as well as he could, and he's like, "I'll just do the vocal later." I'm like, "No, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. You'll get it, you'll get it." And I also had to go because we're here in my house with my family, so I had things like putting my daughter to sleep. I had to go do. Just to go back to that. But so I think I left for a while, and you guys were just running through it a few more times. I think when I came back, you guys were done, and then just went through and listened and found it. That's how I remember it.
Yeah, it was like it was a risky decision, like to me.
Totally.
It felt like that at the time. Like we only had so much time left. And we wanted this to be a full-length album at that point. We had started with an EP idea, and we're like, you know what, we can bang out an album in 7 days or 8 days or whatever it was, but only if we make some decisions.
And Sean's
like
right.
that.
We actually had another version of this song that was kind of more of like a rock song, and it didn't really land as well. And we were planning on doing it. I think we even tracked some drums maybe one day, and then we kind of just were like, it's never felt right. So then one night it was like 1 a.m. You had gone to bed, Dave, and we just like were trying it, just acoustic piano and guitar, or I guess acoustic guitar and piano, and just we did that, and it was really quiet. Like we had to be quiet, so we didn't wake you guys. So that's part of the reason why that arrangement came out, is like we had to be quiet, and then that made the decision for us to change the arrangement to what it is now, which I thought that was pretty cool.
It really
That is pretty cool.
It's funny. Like Casey said it, like it felt really, things like that feel really risky, but the constraints of time make you just take those risks. You can't really spend a lot of time even debating whether you should take the risk or not. So you just kind of do it. But man, it always pays dividends. I always like to take my time on stuff, but I don't know that it ever serves. Right. My instinct is just to spend endless time on everything. But but when I go back and listen to my favorite stuff, it's stuff like this. It's like, well, let's just sing through it a few times. We'll record it all live. And then if we get it, we get it. It's kind of where we were at.
Yeah.
That's all we could do. We didn't have tons of instruments. We didn't have tons of time. The whole album is like the story of just massive amounts of constraint on basic resources of time. I mean, the studio is nice; it has all the toys, but it's not a studio filled with 100 guitars and drum set. It's not, the studio, the recording equipment is here, but there's not a lot. So we're working with limited things, but that's why it is interesting, I think.
Totally.
We had to use whatever we had, and we had to make that fit, and I just think that really worked. It's like I was listening to the Skeleton Tree and just remembering it. And I heard the pump organ.
Yeah.
As a bed, I have like everyone thinks it's an upright piano, but it's like you pump your feet and it blows air through these bellows, and it's kind of like a big piano accordion thing. It's like a big pump organ, and it's not even in tune. So it's in tune with itself, but it's not in tune with anything else. So it's really hard to record, but I use it on every project because it just kind of does a thing. But hearing it in there, I'm like, there it is. It found its place.
Yeah.
That pump organ made it on a bunch of tunes. It's almost on like every song. That pump organ.
Big on Bolo Tie. It's like
Bolo Tie,
why the song feels the way
El
it does.
Presidente. It's on.
Yeah, if people go back
Man.
and listen to the second verse of Bolo Tie, you'll hear it. I don't forget which year it's in, but it's on one side, and it's harmonized notes on that organ. But as we didn't have parts, and we weren't going to sit there and write out. We didn't want to just make chords. We wanted like almost like little moving string lines or something, like almost like we were going to arrange it for strings. And so we kind of played some random stuff in, but it wasn't quite right. And so I went into the tuning software, and then you can just change the note that the organ's playing. And you can also, instead of just having the organ the way it plays, is it just goes from one note to another. But in the tuning software, you can make it slide between the notes. And as soon as I started doing that, it became this whole other thing. So if you go back and listen to Bolo,
So
you're all
cool.
this, but it's the organ. But it's
Dude,
done
that-
through tuning software because, you know, we don't have a bunch of other stuff to work with. So we made that work, but that's why it's interesting. You know?
I love that
organ.
ornamento
Yeah.
sound thing is so
Yeah.
good. And like just the constraint of having this organ that's out of tune, so you're gonna put it into Melodyne anyway. And that opens up this door where all of a sudden you're like, hey,
Totally.
we made a new instrument out of this pump organ. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like a whole new instrument. It's something like, what is that? You know, something hasn't been heard. So that every time I think about the record, I just think about that. I just think about all day, every day, just go in, use a limited amount of tools and make music. And what I think of it almost like the videos that actually brought a lot of people to you guys is you guys just kind of hovering in a circle and playing through the tune. And it occurs to me whenever because all of your earlier records and even my records, it's like we all love production and we all hear a million ideas and then we just have time. So we pile it all on and it gets pretty sophisticated and complicated, but it doesn't take all that. You know, whenever I watch your videos, it's like, that's all nothing more needs to be done. They just did it.
Yeah.
Like, do we even need to go make a record? Like, it's right there. And so, so that's kind of, I think, what works about Homesick as a record too, is because a lot of that vibe is captured. And what I'm hoping to do on the next record is like almost stick you guys in that box the same way, and maybe almost like Sleeping Song that we just played, like see how much of it we can just get done like that, and then we can pepper some stuff on it for fun. But
I think we have to. We have 14 songs or whatever on this next record. So.
Yeah. There's
and I'm only working
so
2
much
hours
music.
a day, so 2 hours a day and 14 songs.
Yeah, we got to eat Daisy Mint, so
Yeah, you gotta do phone calls and dinners and whatever, swim in the pool, whatever.
So I just want to. Sorry, I have to be this guy, but it is 9 o'clock. We've been on the stream for an hour now. I want to.
It didn't feel like that.
It didn't feel like that. I want to maybe just like one more quick last thoughts topic with Dave, but I want everyone else to know who's waiting in the queue that we're about to get to you. So we will bring you on shortly to answer your questions. Likewise, our merch is going insane right now on Shopify. I'm getting so many notifications. There must not be very much Under the Rug Homesick merch left. I don't know if we're going to necessarily print any more than bestseller. So if there's something that you like, I would get it. I don't even know if we'll be able to afford printing bestseller again. So
I think
we might just
this
go.
is it probably for a lot of it.
Yeah, we might just go back to Under the Rug logo shirts for a bit on Gildan. We spent, just so you guys know, we spent a lot of time and resources making this particular line of merch super high quality. I was a pain in the ass to the guys, I'm sure, about I had found these shirts that I really wanted these to be printed on. They were the perfect shirt. They were really expensive. So it's really nice merch this time. And we won't probably be doing it like that again for a bit, unless we happen to find another 15,000 new fans. But I wanted to give you guys something special. So we have, for the last time, basically until midnight, on the little scroller thing below, we have a discount coupon that will go away after this. We are running out of merch. Likewise, if for whatever reason you enjoyed this here tonight and you just feel like donating to us for some reason or another, you're welcome to do so with this link. Although this is a funny, there we go, way to do this by covering everybody up. But I'm just going to put this up. If anyone feels like donating to us, you're welcome to do that. We will bring this up one more time later. I'm going to take it down because it's awkward, and taking it down now. I don't know, dude. You made it.
I don't even think it works.
Let me check it out.
Tight. That's fine. Well, yeah. So after this, we're going to bring you guys on for Q&A. We will have to move through everybody relatively quickly, or we are never going to get to bed. But Dave, were there any other things, like we have some other clips here, any other things on your mind that you wanted to talk about on the album? Anything that you're like, dude, you can't not talk about that for now? I'm sure we'll do more of these in the future, but I don't know if you thought about this before the stream and we moved quick. So
just that even though we were, I mean, the only other thing, it's not like a big closing pitch or anything, but I just, there was a song that was written while you were here as well.
oh yeah,
And you would just insert things that we were talking about at lunch or something. So even though we were crunched for time and you had more than songs than we could work on, I was like, well, we just wrote this one. Let's throw this one in too. So it's just, you were talking earlier about like what the album, or somebody was asking like what the album was about, or things like that, or even when you're talking about Dead Man, like it's a story from your past, but there, and I might be wrong about this, but there's a lot of stuff on the album about, almost feels like it's about doing what you guys are doing right now, like almost running this independent business of being a band, all the stuff on your plate. There's a lot of stuff about time on the record, and the old watch is always ticking. If you listen in the background, there's always a tick, 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 tick. So
we got to talk about that.
We do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There's yeah, so there's all this stuff from your history, but at the same time, there's just tunes just about like, I got a lot to do, and I like there's all these things coming at me, and I got to do it. And you'll hear the ticking watch in a couple different songs. I even stole it from the songs I put in one of my tunes that Under the Rug backed me on one of my new songs, and I even stole the watch and put it in there because it was kind of relevant. But anyway, just even stuff like that. I even got to write background vocals. That was fun. Yeah.
Real quick, just so everyone knows, when you're listening to the album, listen for a ticking watch, because I made this mistake. I was getting into watches for some stupid reason that I can't afford watches, and I bought this. I bid on like a $500 watch for like $100, thinking there's no way that's going to go through, like an old mechanical watch, and it went through. And then they sent it to me right before we left on the trip, and it actually overdrafted my account. I wasn't expecting to win that, and then months passed, and the guy just said, "Sure, you can have it." And so we get this watch, and I'm like, I'm wearing this. I didn't have any money to buy like food on the road. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear this watch the whole trip because I have it, and like in shorts and like an inappropriate thing to wear a nice watch. Fuck it. And we got to Dave's, and I was like, let's make use of this watch. So we put it in that live room behind Dave, and we cranked it up really hot, and cranked the mic up really hot, and we recorded it. And it ended up.
Did not turn up the volume of the watch. That was not possible.
Yeah, that's way harder to do, and but it ended up being like so useful. It ended up making it all over the album. It's thematically related to a lot of the album. Listen for it. It's in like 5 or 6 of the songs.
It's
right?
in a lot of
hidden
tunes,
in there.
Yeah.
And in some ways, it like was a perfect subdivision of a couple of the songs. We didn't even have to time stretch it. It was like weirdly serendipitous, and anyway, that's that. So,
well, I mean, you could, maybe I'm wrong, but I just felt like there's parts of the song that are parts of the album that just kind of feel like almost like just not just your past experiences, but your current experience of the world as well.
Yeah,
like blended.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know, I don't know. I'm gonna badly synopsize, but I feel like maybe a good way to say it is that this album is kind of like, how do you be considering where you have been and where you are now and everything that's going on, and I don't know, and I don't know. Under the Rug has this thing in all the stuff we do that's like things are kind of wrong in a way all the time. It feels like things are a little wrong, like the way money is, the way unfairnesses are, the way the world can be so messed up and sad, and yeah, you're supposed to kind of smile through it and enjoy it and be grateful for things. And it's a weird balance just being a human. And you know, if I you know, I'm just one idiot. So, but I feel like part of me is like, I wish things weren't always like that. And like being homesick for kind of a world where people don't have to go through bad things, and it isn't so hard all the time. And I don't know, maybe that's a bad synopsis, but it's a little how I was
It's wrapped
feeling.
up really well in Turkey Vulture, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right?
I'm fine.
I mean, maybe I'm getting the metaphors wrong. I just and same with Bolo and a couple other tunes. It's like there's this ominous thing waiting in the background, and here you are, just trying to make it through. But there's always like this thing just right behind you.
I mean, we're all gonna die, right? Like we are all right now future corpses on this silly little live stream, like chatting it up, and like we're all gonna be dead people, like soon, like in the grand scheme of the universe, like so soon. It's so crazy, and we're just like, how are you? Can't wait to see you, pal. And how do you just like when you take a step back? It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm fine.
Yeah, so it's always there. It's always in the back of the record, whatever you're talking about.
That,
you know,
that really
the watch is ticking. Yep.
The watch is ticking.
It's funny you mentioned that because we conceptualized so many different ideas for the Turkey Vulture video, and we were talking about how we wanted to go about, the something outside my window, that part where it breaks. We were discussing how we could make this really strange, ominous Turkey Vulture character, and then that's when we decided, you guys remember this, when we decided to flip the scene where it was the vulture inside was the normal person with Casey as the ominous creature, and then the flip, and they kind of went back and forth. Do you guys remember when we did that? Like
yeah. That's a great move. That to me is the highlight of the video.
We were
the topical highlight of the video.
You should have seen us, and I don't think anybody else knows this, but that scene is hilarious because it was the middle of the night. It was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night. And we had to bring the spotlights, the can lights outside and try to create a shadow and, make that the way that scene is done with the Turkey Vulture outside. We're literally outside in a giant monkey suit and a mask. Brendan's behind me holding a light. We have a light shining, and cars are driving by.
Cars are passing by.
We're not on like a dead end road, and we're on a street where there's cars that pass all day long, and this is hilarious. And you just look, and you see.
I'm out there with my shirt off.
Yeah. It's the middle of the night, and there's a bright light shining right on all of us. You can't miss it. So people are driving by, and
we're seeing it. Yeah,
what's going on over there? And it was just so funny because we thought about it. And we were over and over. We're like, what are we gonna do for this part? And like, let's make it this so he's outside the window, because it matches obviously the lyrics, but. And then we're like, what if we flopped it and we made it to where Casey was the ominous creature that was behind the Turkey Vulture, just trying to live a normal life, and we were like, we'll alternate it back and forth, the scene, and it came out. I went home that night. They had all the footage, and they had already begun working on the edits for it, and so I came in the next day and they showed me, and I was like, this is outrageous. I didn't even remember shooting some of the stuff, so. It was funny how they pieced it all together, and then I watched it and I was like, "This is exactly what I was thinking." So,
what's the phrase? Keep Austin weird, or something like that. Keep.
There
you were.
We
you
kept
were doing
weird,
your job.
that's for sure.
Did our job, yeah.
We're like, doing it. Shirtless guy, Turkey Vulture mask. All right, yeah.
So I'm just gonna ask the fans one more time because there's a lot of people waiting in the queue. Dave, you mentioned that there was one more song that we had written when we were there, and Dave, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Maybe as a segue into inviting people on, do you guys want to hear that song that we're talking about, or do you guys want to wait until midnight? You guys can answer now in the comments, and we will decide what we do by way of that. But I am going to move this along.
I'm sure everyone wants to wait till midnight because no one's interested. That's why they're here, because they're not interested.
No one wants to hear the song.
What song?
I like it.
Panacea.
Probably Panacea. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Dave, thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome to stay on if you have any comments about Panacea. But I would say we have a minute after the song, and then we got to bounce because I got to go to bed at some point, and we've been on for a long time. So if you decide you are going to go, I just want to say thank you so much for doing this always with us. You are a wonderful person and a good friend of the band. So
No, thank you much. Thank you much.
Speak for yourself.
No, that's all I have. I figure I've eaten up enough oxygen, but you guys keep doing what you're doing, and we'll make more.
I'm gonna send you the new tunes, the demos.
Oh yeah. Yep.
All
You ready
right,
to start thinking
I'm
about
gonna
it?
send you notes
It
and ready
started.
about what to change.
That's to get me back
All
for the
right.
one time you asked me for lyric ideas, lyric thoughts. Never living
Casey
that down.
sends them in red ink, just so everyone knows. Don't ask Casey to. What do you think of my art? No, that's actually exactly what I wanted. That's actually. I'm just teasing.
You asked for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Thanks,
the
Dave.
rest of the record. Everyone comes out at midnight. I am extremely proud of it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever made in here. And working with these folks is some of my favorite time I ever get in the studio. And not just because they're good, but because it's just a lot of fun. And it's genuine. This is as genuine as it gets. If you want to follow people along a path like this, I don't know. You don't get much more behind the scenes than this, So it's just super cool. So
Thanks, Dave.
keep up with it, and keep supporting these guys. They're the real deal.
Dave, we love you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Dave.
We will
Dave,
so
great
much
to
more
see
soon.
you.
Yep.
Say
Bye,
hi
everyone.
to the fan.
Sure will.
Bye. Okay, guys, we're gonna play. I'm so happy that our fans are this cool. Like they understand that Dave is a huge integral part of this, and
Totally.
they are
Totally.
so sweet to him.
These
Here we
comments
go.
are overwhelming right now.
Yeah, I know.
There's so
totally.
many happening in the
So
sidebar.
much
It's
love for
it's like
Dave.
making me smile. Yeah.
They love him.
So this next song that we're gonna play is called Panacea. It is how do we introduce this one? You guys know what a panacea is? A panacea is like a cure-all. Cures any ailment. So we were at Dave's and we were up late and we were talking life and whatever, eating food and I think the dying thing that is true about being a human is always, how do you reconcile that with like living a happy life, and it's always freaked me out like a lot. It's always freaked me out so much. Snake oil always freaked me out a lot, and so a lot of this album I was kind of imagining like an older me talking to myself, or myself talking to a fictional child I don't have. And how can I say something comforting to myself or my child or whatever about this world? And we ended up writing this tune where it comes right after Skeleton Tree. It starts with after you bury your worries in that box or in that casket, and then the rest of the story unfolds. You'll hear it. But the character ends up realizing that all the things that were making him so afraid, are sort of in a weird way, like nothing is bad if we don't die. I know I'm getting crazy, but nothing is bad if we don't die, right? Like the reason why a relationship going to shit is bad is because you only have so much time and you're going to be dead. If we live forever, you could just revisit it later if you wanted to. Everything bad is because life goes away. And so anyway, the character gets sick. He hears from the doctor he's going to die, and then he's sitting there in the Band-Aid colored chair at the doctor's office, and he realizes, like the fact that I just got the news that I'm gonna die allows now nothing is scary anymore. And so the panacea for everything that was a problem for him his whole life was the scariest thing happening to him. And so in a way, he doesn't have to be afraid. And the sentiment that the hopeful idea that something, even the worst thing, can make you not have to be afraid anymore of anything, to me is like, it's so bittersweet, but it's like hopeful in a way. And in a way, the cure-all for everything was the disease. Anyway, so here's our complicated ass tune called Panacea that I explained badly. Here we go. And I'm going to play it now. And we wrote it at Dave's in the middle of the night and tracked it the next day. Why?
It was playing.
Why?
Particularly ragged, a new trajectory for you unfurled. You won't have to ever be afraid ever again. You won't ever again. Be afraid ever again. No child ever again. Maybe you'll find out you left you, and back to back you'll find out you are safe. The dark will divvy up some medication, calculate the days you have to live. Close your eyes, feeling awful grateful. You lean back in the Band-Aid colored chair. The nightmares you once thought would be forever were always just a phantom that would vanish in the air. You won't have to ever be afraid ever again. You won't ever again. Ooh, you won't have to ever be afraid ever again. No child never again.
Well, hello. Did it end?
Well, hello.
Could you not hear the whole time?
No, it said your browser failed to load it, so I was just guessing.
Oh, that would explain things.
Yes, so I wasn't there with you guys, but I hope it was good.
It was great.
It was good.
I'm
That's a good
digging. I'm
song.
digging the album. I'm going through a good phase.
That's good. That's good. So, okay, we're going to start. We're going to move this thing along. We're going to invite some people on to talk with us. We will keep it. Unfortunately, I know many of you have been waiting a long time, but this is the nature of us all being in such a big community together. We will have to keep it to one question each. I'm sorry. If you just want to say something and not ask a question, you're welcome to do that as well. But we will keep it to one sentiment each, if that's okay. And we love you guys, and we really appreciate you coming on. But God, we don't have the heart to do it. We're gonna end up talking with you all forever. Okay, let's see how this goes. The first, it always happens like this. It looks like our queue has dwindled, although the watchers have not. So there are 4 people in the queue right now instead of the 14 that were here earlier. If anybody else would like to come on and ask us a question, there is room for you. We will put the link to being able to come on and join us here in the comments. Somebody can do that. Maybe.
I don't think we will.
We won't? Why?
I don't think we will. Because it's only for Hideout members.
No, I said in the announcement that we are going to be answering questions for album release sake, but we will give priority to Hideout members. So the folks who are in there now will get first dibs, and if we can't make it to everybody, non-Hideout members won't get it. This is a special occasion for the album release. We're going to bring you on. Laura, it looks like your camera is disabled. Are you ready to come on and talk?
There she is.
Yes, she is. Okay, we're bringing you on.
It's so dark.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Can you actually see me okay?
Not really.
Not really
Read like a horror story while I'm here.
You look like a silhouette.
That's even worse, isn't it?
That's worse.
That's a bit better.
That should do.
Laura, for what it's worth, Laura is our friend and fan. She's a fan who became a friend and also is helping us moderate our Discord server. So folks who are on our Discord server have to feel the wrath of Laura quite often. Thank you for everything you do.
I'm so sorry. I have a question that's almost been answered and I almost left the queue. But my question is for each of you, if you had a message based on the album, like a core message that you wanted to give the fans, what would you say that is from the album? What are you trying to communicate through the music?
I'm going to let the other guys flap their gums a little bit on this one. I can answer that too, but I kind of want to see what they say. Like, Brendan and Sean were around for the writing of it. Dom, I'd be curious what you think, just having been around it. But unless you guys this is a terrible thing to do to you.
No,
I mean, it is, but we'll do it.
Yeah, thanks, Laura. Getting real.
No problem.
Who wants to go first?
The question is, what do we want to tell our fans through this album, essentially?
Yeah.
Casey and I were talking about this today. We were trying to figure out how we could like sum up the album, and there's like a lot of themes that kind of run through it, but one that I always come back to is like this feeling like, and we talked about it a little bit with Dave, like this feeling like something's wrong, like consistently in your life, or you don't feel welcome wherever you are, and you kind of wish that you were somewhere else emotionally or like physically, like in Lonesome and Mad, wishing for you are home, or you feel like you're not home. What was the lyric there? Jesus Christ.
It's your song, dude.
Feel like I want to go home, but I am home.
Yes, that one, the most famous one. But like wishing you were in a different place than you are, and I think like that's a lot of people feel that now more than ever. Like with the pandemic and like just the state of everything going on, like there's like this low flying panic attack happening, and like at least I feel it, and like just wishing that that would go away, and trying to figure out how to achieve that is like is tough as a human now. So I think that's part of the sentiment is like things aren't right and you want it to be better, but you don't necessarily know how. Maybe it's you just throw your head back in the air and you just sing, or maybe it's, you know, you just smile until, you know, fake it till you make it. But that's what I take from the album anyway. So
Yeah, I think Brendan kind of summed it up pretty well. I think that there's like, at first the album felt, it was strange because the album felt so positive when we were writing it. You know, it felt like the first like not whiny thing or something that we have done, but it is like there's like the bleakness of like panacea, like death is the thing that's going to be the ultimate answer to the pain and how beautiful that can be. But there's like this undertone of like hope throughout the album too, and camaraderie, and like our whole thing at Under the Rug is camaraderie and, you know, family and closeness, and I still feel that as a vein throughout the entire thing. And so I think for me, like the there child, even though it's kind of bleak, is kind of what I take from the album emotionally. It's almost finding comfort in the face of feeling like there's something wrong, and knowing that you have, you know, people beside you that feel the same way and that are going the same direction.
I think that's what I get from it so far, what I've heard. With Bolo Tie, I think when Jesse was talking earlier, with Bolo Tie, there was a part in it where I was really struggling to find a word towards the ending of the song, and I couldn't kind of find that, what is that feeling that I'm getting at the end. And when Jesse said psychedelic, it gave me this instant, oh my God, it's like a transcendence. That's what it is for me. It's like this, like knowing and feeling like this is how it is, but then you kind of transcend to the observing of it, and then you can experience something beyond that, and it's better for knowing and observing it. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry.
No, you're right though. Like looking at
it.
Yeah, looking at it from the outside in is a cool way to think about the album too. It's like a reflective thing.
Yeah. One other very, 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 very quick question. How was it meeting Nikki, Brendan?
it was really nice. She's cool.
Yeah.
I was worried she was going to murder me or something, but she was very nice.
Yeah, nobody got murdered. That was good.
Nobody got murdered, so everybody won. Yeah.
I can't believe she came all the way out for our show from Michigan. That's
and
amazing.
She didn't even murder me.
We had so much fun. And she didn't murder anybody.
That's good to know for when I stay with her.
just so the fans know, Nikki, or the people watching know, Nikki became a fan, and then she like has been doing this joke that she's Brendan's girlfriend since the day she became a fan. And she's gone so far with this joke that she ended up printing these shirts that say Brendan's girlfriend. And then she flew up from Michigan. She wore the shirt to the show. And it was like, I was like nervous that she was maybe like, okay, this is pretty wild. But then she showed up and she's like the sweetest human. She's the sweetest human. I was so happy.
I thought she was going to steal my hair and like clone me or something.
No, she's the best person ever. She really is.
Yeah, she's cool.
But yeah, that's all I have. And thank you for everything, and drink water.
Laura, you're
Laura.
amazing. Thank you for
You're
everything
so
you do.
sweet. Thank you.
Seriously, you are
You're
so
welcome.
incredible. We couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, thank you, Laura.
Well, I wouldn't be here without you. So, yeah. Thank you. Ciao.
Bye.
We'll talk
Bye,
soon. Bye.
Just real quick, if I just want to say one thing about the album. I know I go on, but I was thinking about it when I was talking, and Matt, that is totally cool. He's in queue asking a question with his phone all cleverly. We when I was talking earlier, we had fans for the first time, and we're always so whiny. You're so right, Sean. We're always so whiny.
I didn't want to offend
And-
any of us, but I said it.
That's true, and having people listening for the first time was a pretty crazy experience, because part of me was like, what can we say about, like, it's true that I feel that things are kind of crummy in the way that this world is sometimes. I just think there's people who deserve to be happy that can never be happy, and there's blah blah blah. I was like, what could we say with an album that's looking out for the people who are like listening to us? These are our people, and we can't be painting the world as totally grim all the time. How can I find a real positive sentiment while I also feel this other thing that's true? When I was writing a lot of the lyrics, that was what I was going for. It was like, how can I honestly do that? How can I honestly make a case that things, might be crummy, but they're not necessarily that crummy, and there's some beauty in there too. And so, like a message to the fans about the album, what the album is saying is, like, we're gonna get through it, you guys. There will be hard moments, but we're gonna do it, you and us, and we'll make it to the end, to the last moment. So, okay.
I hope so.
Well,
It's like a
you
song
won't.
for my friends sentiment,
Yeah.
almost.
That's the second Neighbor's Dog reference I've seen tonight too in the comments.
People love that one.
It's one of my favorites.
I love that people love the crass ones. They're like, what's the song about killing the neighbor's dog?
That's definitely, it's like
That
of
was
an
a whole
era for Under the
That
Rug.
was an era of you guys. Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
We
Yeah.
talked about one day maybe revisiting some of the songs and writing one of those types. I would love that. I would love
Yeah.
that.
We'll get there. We'll do it.
Anywho, all
This
right.
is serious now.
Who's up next?
It would
My
have,
vote-
if I were bigger, I'd
I
kick
think-
your ass on it for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tara's?
I think Tara is next.
Okay.
You ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh my.
That didn't look so
Oh,
ready.
hi.
Jeez, man.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
It's wonderful
Long time no
seeing you
see.
again.
Yeah, same.
Whoa, your room is
Did you make it?
cool.
Oh,
I like
thanks.
this wall back there.
Yeah, just I collect art, and that's my grandma and my well, they're both passed, so it's kind of my tortoise. My mom painted her. So anyways.
That's
Oh,
really
cool.
cute.
Did your Jeep make it home?
Oh.
Yes, I had to. I was delayed for a couple of days in my halfway point because there was snow and the whole town closed down, so I didn't want to drive in that. But I made it home
What?
today. Yeah.
Oh
It was
my
well
in
worth
West
it, though.
Texas?
Home today?
In Ruidoso. It was
Where's that?
snowing, so it's in New Mexico. Hmm.
Okay.
It's a little mountain town. That's where I live, but that's where the snow was, and I didn't want to risk it because
Yeah.
the whole town shut down.
Oh,
I
But it
can't
was
believe
fun.
you
It
just
was
got
cool.
home
Yeah, it's
today.
cool.
that's
though.
crazy.
Yeah, it
That's
was a
wild.
really fun adventure.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you had a good time. Just so everyone who's
Thank you.
watching knows, Dactyl, as she is here, Pterodactyl came to our record release show and drove all the way from New Mexico and just got home. So that's insane.
Yeah,
That's
That is-
crazy.
and it was my first time out since my surgery, and I almost started crying when you were talking about the panacea because it was just like having the most. Even the doctor was like, "That's the most incredible pain anybody can ever go through." It's like, okay, well, I've done that,
That's
So
awesome.
everything should be easy.
Check.
Wow.
Yeah. But it was so great meeting you guys. But my question after listening to the album over and over and over in my car, the CD, the interlude was that supposed to be a full song? I love it. That little, there's like a,
That
Yeah.
was funny. That was like a phone recording from home, like of us jamming. I'm playing drums,
oh,
which is pretty funny.
Sean
Yeah,
played drums on that one.
but it kind of felt like the album a little bit. I don't know, like without going too far into it, we kind of drove through the desert to get to LA where we recorded it, and the whole album, it was kind of like that deserty, weird alien Area 51 vibe almost, you know? Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, I loved
We-
it. It was very cool.
We initially called it. I really wanted it to be a track on the record, but we just couldn't write anything around it. And so initially it was called Pop DeMarco in my phone notes. And then we were driving and we were listening to it, and there was like an armadillo crossing the road, and I was like, it kind of sounds like this armadillo crossing the road right now. Like the blimp. And so we named it Armadillo Crossing Road and threw it on the record. And there, Sean always has a little spotlight like joke song. He's got Eating Carrots, right?
That's
and he's
true.
got that one.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, tradition now.
Nice.
God. You should just.
It's
you
a good
should play
tradition.
drums on the next record, Sean.
The whole
People
record.
are
You have
the people were asking if there were any vegetable themed songs on this new one. I don't think any vegetables made it. Yeah, no carrots. But armadillos, it's the new thing.
Yeah, everyone get on the armadillo train now. We're done with carrots. We're moving on to
Don't care. We're moving on.
And whales.
And whales.
And whales, true.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you made it home safe. I'm glad you liked the record. And
Thank you.
I'm assuming we're playing New Mexico, right? Dom?
I think we. Yeah.
We're trying to.
We're trying to get to Albuquerque. How far are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
About 2.5 hours. Yeah.
Oh
not too
my
bad.
God.
I'm
It's
tall,
not as
that's
far
why.
as Austin. Not as
That's
far as
pretty
Austin,
close.
that's for sure.
Yeah,
All
that's
things
true.
Yeah, I
That's
think
true. I'm
It'd be
always down
cool
to
if
go
we
to
could come
Austin,
see
though,
it.
because
Yeah, Thursday though. That it might be a Thursday. We're finalizing some stuff now. We're in conversations with some places, so we'll
very
keep-
cool.
You'll be the first to know for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna get everybody to go from here. We'll have a big
That's
road
awesome.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
I don't want to
wonderful.
take too much of your time, but thank
Hey,
you guys.
really quick before you go though, do you have a favorite since you've listened to the album?
I asked
It's-
this, didn't I?
Yeah, you did ask this, and it is a tie. Well, it's so difficult, but
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
yeah, of the ones that I had yet to hear, I'd say, because to me, Little Heads and I Should Be Sleeping should just be together, like as one thing. And it's just a perfect, like, I just love that so much. That's probably my favorite one or two.
I love
I
that you
love
love
Little
Little Heads.
Heads.
It's such a
Me too.
It's such
Little
a good
Heads is a
song.
cool one.
Yeah.
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 It's
I
the sleeper
just
on the
relate to
album.
it.
I always forget about it.
Yeah. I think it really surprised me because you're just like, leave me alone. And I was like, whoa, and then I just listened to it. I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Dave recorded those. I don't know if you know, there's those like really
Yeah.
high, very
I
speeded
heard that.
harmonies. Dave did that at his studio and sent them to us later. And he was like, what do you think of these lyrics? And I was like listening in and trying to hear them. I couldn't totally tell what they were saying. And do you know what they say now? Have you listened
Only
to it?
because I looked at the liner notes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the only reason why.
The last one where he goes, you can't escape yourself. That one gets me.
Oh, it gives me chills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good.
I'm glad you
Hey,
like it.
Thanks for coming on, Tara.
Yeah, thanks for
you,
having
man.
me.
Thank you for coming all the way to Austin. Thank you for like telling us your story in the VIP meet and greet. Thank you for giving me a big hug, and you're awesome.
And
we
the
love you.
bubble-
Thank you so
Y'all
much.
are awesome.
The bubble pipes too.
Yes, use
The
them in the
bubble
video or
pipes!
something.
Yeah.
Bubble
We
pipes.
should use them.
Y'all are the best.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll maybe see you in New Mexico. If for whatever reason you can't make it out to the show, let us know, because if we happen to drive past you or something, maybe we can get a lunch or something. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
That'd
Sounds
be
good.
rad.
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
nice
on the
meeting
live
you
stream
too,
and seeing
guys.
us again. Glad you
Yeah,
got
of
home
course.
safe. Okay. Talk soon.
We'll talk
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Brenton, are you ready to come on?
Yes.
I don't.
Oh,
Okay. Here we. No. I can't see the preview of his.
I think that's a
Video.
yes.
I'm
I
gonna
think
do
it's
it.
a yes. Yeah.
I'm
Hey.
good. I'm an anxious, jittery dude, so don't mind if I fidget around a little bit.
So
I
Me
noticed
too.
your name is spelled wrong. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you missed
My
a
name
couple-
is
Yeah, I don't
spelled
know what's
wrong.
up with that. Yeah, Brenton. Shouldn't it be
it should be
Brendan? Brendan?
No, that's my name. That's my Lord-given name.
I'm just messing with you.
Or just people always get
But-
Brendan's name wrong. They call
Yeah,
him
normally
Brenton and Brandon.
when people don't understand it, they just like fill it in. They're just like, yeah, your name's Brendan. I know better than you. It's okay. And I'm like, okay, my name's Brendan now, I guess. But
sure.
I've been decompressing a little bit because I'm like, but I don't get the opportunity to talk to artists a lot. So I was like, I'm going to get over it for a second. I'll be all right.
Nice.
Well, thanks for coming on.
I was just going to ask, is it almost bittersweet kind of getting more popular, blowing up a little bit when your community is so tight knit? It's a little bit harder to talk to everybody more individually. So is it a little bit bittersweet kind of having more people come on, which obviously, is nice, but you can't talk to everyone as individually as maybe you used to be able to?
Dude, that is such a good question.
Yeah.
That is such a good question.
It's
Yeah,
a challenge
man.
for us.
It is definitely, it's an ongoing thing that we struggle with to try to there's no way to answer every message and email and everything. And it's a struggle because we all, that's what we built the community on is this friendship, really close friendship. A lot of the way, a way a lot of the people came in as fans was seeing a video of us saying, "Hey, we'll give you a freebie and write you a letter," and you
that's
could
how
write
I
back.
came in.
Exactly.
I
A
thought
lot
it was
of
a
people...
scam at first. I was like, wow, this is a cool scam. I'm going to pay $5 and get nothing. And then I was like, oh, there's something in the mail. This is real. Like something's going on.
Yeah,
and then it just so happened y'all were actually like, good. So
we packed
that
them.
helps.
We packed them all up like right over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, and I remember sitting there at first, the first couple of days when things started to go kind of haywire with the videos, and trying to answer every single one, and I did for a little while until it was like. You can't look at a computer that long. And so it's been a transition period to try to learn how to, and the live streams are a really cool way to kind of talk to a lot of people at once. And our Discord that's a cool way for people to talk to us too. And so we've kind of figured stuff out, but it's still tough. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day,
Yeah.
Sometimes. I don't know if Brendan had
Hey, just
anything to
heads
say.
up.
I kind of commandeered that one.
I'm trying to get Casey back in here. So Logan, just FYI, I'm gonna kick you, and then Casey's gonna join. You can rejoin in a second. All right? Kicking him now.
But he came all the way from Canada.
I know.
I wanted to go to that
Sorry.
Nashville show, but it's it's a 21 plus venue, and I've got a baby face, so I can't pass for a 21 plus person.
No!
Oh.
Are you in Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm only like a couple hours away from Nashville, so I was like, "Yo, I get to go," and then it was like they were like, "No, you don't," and I was like, "Well, all right."
How are
Oh,
you? Are you
man.
north by any chance? You can't find your way to Indianapolis?
No, I'm
It's a little
west.
far,
I'm
I
west of
know.
Nashville,
Well, if we could
but
throw you on top of the van, we would.
no, I figure honestly, like y'all are pretty good. Like I know you hear it a lot, but
Thanks, dude.
there's no way that by the time I'm not, old enough to actually go and do that y'all aren't still going to be on tour. I mean, I'll see it eventually, and I got to use my ticket money to buy the second to last gold vinyl,
Oh,
so
nice.
it all worked out.
Yeah.
What about
That's
what
awesome.
about Dallas? Oh, Dallas is Dallas 21 and up?
Dallas is farther than Indy. I
I
thought.
mean, yeah, probably 4 or 5 hours, maybe. I don't know, depending on where you're at. Are you near Memphis?
No, I'm like northeast of Memphis. I'm a couple hours west of Nashville.
I think Dallas might be all ages because they serve food there too. But
We're gonna get you to a show eventually.
Oh yeah,
We'll
eventually
meet you.
I mean, because I introduced y'all to my girlfriend, and our music taste is like not super similar. And then she was like, "Hey, I actually really love these people." So
Right on.
That's awesome.
we're gonna end up being front row sometime eventually.
That's great.
right on.
Right on.
How old
That's
are
cool.
you? Are you close?
I'm
Are you close to
19,
20?
so I've got a few
Okay.
years on my
Got a couple years.
Few years.
record, but
Yeah.
it'll be good. It'll just make it nicer to wait and then
It will-
finally
it'll-
have that.
It's gonna go by quick too.
Oh yeah,
It does.
it's
Oh yeah.
I can't pretend to understand it because I haven't lived it yet, but
Yeah,
I kind of have an idea ish.
you turn 21, you
Yeah.
blink, and you're
You'll
30.
see us soon. You blink and
Yeah,
you're 30. Yeah, that's true.
Be prepared.
Well,
Live it
hopefully
up.
my bones don't start to hurt too bad too soon, but
Mine already have. I've been massaging my
Yeah,
neck
we
and
won't tell you the truth, man.
yeah, no, I'll just drink a lot of milk and pretend it's all right.
There you go.
Yeah, milk, that will save you.
That'll help. I know. But I'll try and I don't want to hog too much time. Just I for us anxious folks who maybe can get in but can't, very nervous. We love y'all. We want you to know you're very we really what would you call it? We relate to a lot of the stuff y'all put out very heavily, and it's very nice to feel represented, especially in a community that's so tight knit and so nice. When a lot of people feel like being nice is a big deal, it's good. It's just good to have representation for people who maybe don't get a lot of that because we're meek a little bit. But
Right on.
That means so
Thanks,
man.
much to me.
Totally.
Means a lot. Yeah.
That
yeah, I don't know if y'all can
means
see
so
my
much.
camera shaking a little bit, but
Dude.
I'm over it, but not by a lot.
That means so much to
Oh
me,
man,
dude.
it really does. It's cool to hear that people connect with the stuff we're making in that kind of way.
It's I'm a little starstruck because y'all aren't corporate. Y'all are people, and it's cool to you're not just here to buy our stuff. It's like you want to talk and you want to, you brought your mixer on, if that's his title. You
More or less.
give people that kind of representation, and it's nice. We do appreciate it, even if sometimes we don't speak up.
I don't even I never know what to say in these situations because you do this for ever and no one cares. No one cares for so long. And at this point I am so stoked when anyone is like, hey, this is fine. I'm like, you think so? And so to hear you say something with that much gravity about how much it means to you is so huge for me. That means so much to me, dude. Thank you so much for saying that with your face.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I know you told earlier you were talking about writing your song and how a lot of it has really deep intrinsic value and it's heavy, and then people get on with like, kazoos, and it's like it's nice. It's just it's heavy and it's nice feeling those human emotions. It's like you thread emotion through a song and directly into it without even directly. I don't know. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling, and I can't really explain it as well as I guess y'all can or some other people can. But it's just nice. It's just good.
Cool, man.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you feel
Damn,
that way,
dude.
Gonna make
thank
Sean
you for
cry.
saying all that. I know,
I
for
am too a
real.
little bit.
Deep
You can't see
cuts
past
in
the
there.
bad
yeah.
internet and bad glasses and all that, but it's real. It feels nice.
That's awesome.
But
I can't wait for you to be able to come to our shows so I can give you a
oh
big
yeah,
hug and say thanks in person.
I'll be front row. You won't even be able to tell I'm nervous. When I get in a crowd like that, I'm yelling. I'm everywhere.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
Everyone loves
But
you.
Yeah, you're getting a
Well,
lot
you
of
know,
love. Yeah.
it's I try, but I'll try and give other people some time because I will sit here and talk forever. So
Well,
I
thank you
just
so
keep
much.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
don't
for
be a
jumping
stranger,
on. It was-
Brenton.
Don't be a stranger at all.
Oh yeah. We look up to you. We look forward to the new album, even though it's still 2 hours away. I will be counting down the minutes along with a whole lot of other people. So just
I hope you
keep doing what you're doing.
We will. Thank you, Brenton.
Thanks again, man.
You're awesome.
We'll talk soon. Take care.
PWD, baby.
See you.
Bye.
Take care.
What a gem.
What a cool guy. That
Yeah.
was awesome. Who's
Okay,
next?
Oh.
Can I just say something?
Of course you can.
We gotta get Pudge on. He was up and then somehow he got dropped and got back in and he was behind some people and I see him in there and I'm like, when's the last time we heard from Pudge?
Okay, that's fine. Really quickly, Keith or Spacebug, are either of you Hideout subscribers? Can you do this if you are? Keith is not. Spacebug is. So Spacebug, we have to bring Spacebug on first. We're giving priority to Hideout subscribers, and then we'll. Oh, and I guess Enzo and Jill are here too. So, anyways, let's bring Spacebug on. Are you ready? Hi.
I'm Emily from Maryland, but I like to go by Spacebug. So I didn't have a question. Hi guys.
Hi. It's nice to see you on video.
Yeah. I didn't have a question, but I just wanted to tell you guys that since I started listening to you over the summer, you guys have really brought a lot of meaning into my life and a lot of hope and I've been feeling really lonely and isolated, and I feel like between the music and you guys and all the fans, I really feel like I have friends and I have people I can talk to and I really love your music and I listen to it. It's like I just rotate the 3 CDs like every week or couple of weeks, and so that's all I've been listening to really since the summer. And I think you guys are awesome, and I'll be there in Detroit and Pittsburgh to see you. And yeah,
no way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked
I know.
to
And
get
I couldn't find anyone to ride with, so I'm going to be driving all by myself from Maryland to Detroit. So wish me luck.
Oh my god!
Oh,
That's
whoa.
so far.
Yeah, Emily, I don't know if you saw this, but in the Discord, I just finally got done getting the Pittsburgh venue to add a meet and greet option.
Really?
Yeah, we've been on them for a minute now, and I'm like, I know there's a couple people, and I remember trying to go through the Discord, and when you mentioned that, I was like, That's who I needed to reach out to. Yeah, it took some phone calls and a lot of discussions, and finally today, literally like a couple hours ago, they put the ticketing link together. So it's on there, available as an upgrade option and everything like that. So if you want, we're obviously taking up time here, but yeah, just want to throw that out there for anybody.
Okay, so upgrade the ticket on the Discord.
No, I'll put the ticket link in for the from the thing.
Oh, okay.
I think what Dom is saying is that if there's a way where we get to like make sure we meet you in person and get to hang out with you because you're very sweet, that we want to do that. So
yeah, you've been following
Emily,
us for a
I
while.
gotta say, I see your name and your profile picture like every day, you know, because I see you in the group and I see you in the Discord, and I love it. Every single thing you say is so positive and so sweet, and it makes my day every day. It's awesome. Thank you for coming on. I can't wait to meet you. It's gonna be awesome.
I know, I'm so excited.
You do Pittsburgh and Detroit, you said?
Yeah.
Oh man, that'll be fun.
I'm gonna give you a big hug.
Yay!
I know. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome. How long's that drive from Maryland to Detroit?
I don't know. I think it's I haven't looked it up recently, but I think it's something like 8 to 10 hours. But I'm scared to death to fly. I don't want to fly, so I'm just gonna drive, and I'll be listening to your CDs the whole time. So it'll be fine.
That's awesome.
Just make sure you
have enough music for a drive like that.
just make sure you take care of yourself and you find some stops and stuff. We want you to get there safe.
I definitely will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And bring a carrot for me to sign.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring a whole bag of carrots.
Perfect.
You better bring some hummus too if you're doing that.
Oh yeah.
I can. What I was thinking, cause for the Detroit for the next day, I don't know what the actual plan is for like the get together or whatever, but I make the best. It's kind of like a bean salsa, and I was thinking like, I should make that for us.
I remember that.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know if it's like.
I'm down.
I don't know. I'll just make it and bring it, and then we'll just figure out getting together and having. But it's pretty fantastic.
We'll all have to eat a bunch of it right before we get on a long road trip from Pittsburgh to Charlotte.
Oh, good. Yeah, beans.
I have a suspicion.
Bean salsa, and then we got a 7-hour drive. You guys are gonna
Oh, great! In a van together.
Oh, wait a minute! No, don't bring beans.
Oh yeah. Look at Dom. Dom's like, yeah.
They're the magical fruit. You know what they say.
Yeah. I'm bringing it. And
do it.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte. I'm actually going to be in Charlotte at the end of March, so I don't think that lines up with the concert there. But I almost could have seen you 3 times. Almost.
That would have been.
Hey,
that would have been too much. You would have gotten sick of us.
That's one too many times.
Hey, while you're there in Charlotte, though, if you want to check out the venue, it's called the Evening Muse. If you look and see, maybe there's an artist that you like that's playing that night, or you listen to the music and you like them, you can go ahead and see the place. You know where we do that. Shout out our name. Tell them, yeah, these guys are coming. You guys better be ready. Just kidding.
Eating beans with your friend.
Yeah. It's coming on a rocket-fueled van filled with
a rocket-fueled van. Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on, Emily.
Yeah,
it was really nice to hear from you.
Video. Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice seeing you like in real life.
Yeah, totally.
In real life.
In real life. Yeah.
Yeah. Realer.
Hey, we're gonna move things along, but I just want to say once again, like, thank you so much for you've been a diehard fan for like a long time now, and you are just a wonderful human being. You're so sweet. I'm so excited to meet you in person. I really appreciate you coming on and being our friend and fan. I really do.
Yay! So. I'm so excited to see you guys soon.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Soon.
very soon.
Right.
Emily, thank you
Thank you,
again.
Emily.
We'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm moving us along a little quickly here, and I just want to let everyone know that it is, if it were up to me, I would talk to you guys all night, but we were working early this morning, and we have quite a bit to do with the launch with the actual album coming out tomorrow, so we are going to move it right on along. Dom, it sounds like you got a bone to pick with Pudge, so let's bring him on. Let's bring this guy on.
Last time we saw, but I'm bringing him.
Let's bring him on.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, there he is. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Dude.
Yo.
I love Spacebug, dude. She is awesome.
She's awesome.
Oh my god. That was amazing.
She is like so active in the Facebook group. She's always posting carrot jokes. She is so
you'll see
bro.
There, Pudge it.
The devotion.
It's real.
Fuck that trip. Like,
you gotta
but that's awesome though, dude. Like that's the shit.
How you been?
And
it's really cool,
dude. And Casey, just like on the topic that was the main topic of what you guys have been like touching on with the new album and everything. What you're doing with expressing feelings like that, it's like it's not showing weakness. It's not showing anything like that. What it's doing is people have gone through things like that. It's showing them strength because you're still here telling your story.
I appreciate that, man. That's
like that's like everything you said. Like I listen to every word, and Dom can attest to this. We've gone and lost some people. But it's when you tell your story and it touches other people. You lost a life, but you saved how many? Yeah. My bad, you can't see me. But, so it's like with that, I appreciate it, because you put your own touch on it, your own spin, so people feel it because it's real. And in music, I'm sorry, if it's not real, I don't want to hear it. If there's not a message or it's not real, I don't want to hear it because I can tell. It's how it's said, it's how it's written, it's how it's done. So when there's emotion behind something, it feels good and everybody feels it. So make sure that you're putting that out there too. Like if you've gone through this and you feel like shit because you've gone through this, well, damn it, you won't ever put somebody through that, because you've built strength off of that fucked up shit, Pardon my French.
Dude, I love like philosopher Pudge on his porch.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you've been like a friend through Dom and stuff, but like the fact that you've gravitated towards like really listening, and sometimes friends will listen and be like, hey, nice or whatever, but
totally,
you're so awesome, dude. You listen hard, and you're obviously like a smart, real human being, and I appreciate you, dude. Thank you for saying that stuff.
Oh, dude, of course. Real, recognize real. Like,
recognize real.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole thing. If Dom, and that was the whole thing. It's like I grew up in Tampa, moved to Arizona. You guys grew up in California, moved to Austin. There's no way for our paths to cross. But yet, Dom was like, hey, man, these guys are the shit. And I was like, well, let me hear it. Like, because I know the shit. Like, I know people. And I was like, oh, nope, these guys are the shit. I get it. That's what it is. And then it's like, but it's not just that. It's not just the music. Like, he wasn't telling me, hey, the music's awesome. He was saying, these guys are fucking awesome. And then that
how wrong
reflects.
he was.
Nah, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit because it reflects in your music. So you, as individuals, with how little, interactions I've had with you, you guys are the same when you post a post on Facebook as when you're talking to somebody. Like, you're the same no matter what is going on, no matter what's happening, anything like that. That is what real recognize real is, because if you look at Dom on or off camera, he's Dom. If you look at me on or off, however you've seen me, that's how I am. When you guys are talking, you're speaking. You're not just saying bullshit. So that's why the music captures people the way that it does, is because people relate to it in a way. For fuck's sake, I relate to you guys just talking, So it's like you're doing your thing and you're putting your emotion, your own thing into it, your own spin. And that's not just words or vocals. It's the entire theme of the song. Like, there's a theme that is set, and then there are words that are laid to it. So it's like there's an entire I'm losing words because it's kind of late.
You're good, dude. You're good.
No, but there's an entire like construct to it. It's like you feel the music, then you come up with the lyrics. Or if you had lyrics, you come up with how to word them to fit it. So it's like it's all just an emotion. And everybody's feeling what they're doing.
The AI lyric generator I use is really good. Yeah.
Sean, you play guitar? I don't give a shit if you write lyrics.
Yeah. It's hand synced. I have Sean do it all. I'm just giving you shit.
Sean's just a guy. Sean just operates. He's just the puppet master. Sean, you're the puppet master, aren't
you? It's really Sean.
He writes all the tunes.
He coordinates everything.
He plays
writes
all
the
the instruments.
script.
Does all the balancing of the checkbooks. Yeah, it's pretty much all
He
Sean.
was the turkey vulture in the video.
Yeah, I get all the credit and the money too. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We're all poor. Sean's filthy rich.
But you all live together, so it's bullshit.
We get the
in a trailer home.
It's probably not though. A trailer home is still a home.
Yeah.
It is. That's why I didn't say a trailer house.
Tell them where we come from. We come from trailer.
Dude, hey, is it an apartment? Do you have neighbors downstairs, upstairs, left and right?
No, we live in.
Yeah.
It's similar to
exactly.
Russell Street.
So you still got your own space. You guys are tight. You guys are good. Hey, welcome to the South, dude.
Hey, we're looking into Phoenix now too. Sorry,
so
push you along, but we're looking into Phoenix, and I'll keep you updated on that date. I've got
like I said, I'm gonna talk to my buddy Ron, who's the backup dancer for MC Hammer, and see what I can do. Dude, that's not bullshit. Like,
I believe it.
I'll send you his. Like, I was at his 45th birthday party just a couple weeks ago, and fucking I'll send you videos from that shit. Like,
we're looking for a backup dancer, actually. So.
Yeah, actually, tell them. Yeah, we might be interested in a backup dancer too. All right, man. Hey, it's so good to hear from you. We got to keep it moving.
All right. No, yeah.
Realize I've got to leave in a little bit too, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm
You guys are good.
On my way home, and we'll chat some more, brother.
Yeah, dude.
We
I
love you,
guys.
Pudge.
Love you,
Love
dude.
you, man. Be good out there. That's probably when we got something figured out for Phoenix.
Can't wait
Yeah,
to see
later.
you.
See you, brother.
Hey, later, dude.
Later.
Hey, everybody. I just want to say one more thing. As we're bringing the last few people on to talk, we're gonna shut down anybody else joining. So after Logan here in the queue, we're gonna head off to bed. We got a lot to do in the morning. A lot of conversation has pointed to the Discord, the Under the Rug Discord. If you guys are interested in being part of the community in the regard that you can talk to us pretty much daily or every few days, we'll get on there and talk with people, but there's also some wonderful community members in there. We launched a something called the Secret Hideout, where you can basically donate $5 a month and it'll get you into our Discord server. And then we also send songs out early, send demo versions. We'll make posts on there. It's been pretty crazy lately, so we haven't done one in a minute. But my nose is so itchy. I have hair that is sitting right on my nose. Anyway, we're going to put the link to that in the comments here and put them up here. If you feel like even trying it out for just $5 this time to get in there and see what it's all about, I welcome you. It's really fun, and a lot of what happens in Under the Rug is happening on there, and we try to make it super affordable and easy for people to get in there and support us. And actually, our Hideout subscriptions are pretty much paying our rent right now. So if you like what we're doing and you want to support, we really appreciate that.
Thanks, Meepus.
Sexy pics.
Okay, so we shall bring on Keith, who I love hearing from every time. Keith is an early adopter of Under the Rug, all the way since Too Far Away, and it's so funny. I just realized I know like every fan now by name. It's like I know where they're like, I don't know. Anyways, I love this community. I love what we're doing. We're gonna bring Keith on. Here we go.
Keith.
Hey guys.
Keith. Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How have you been, man?
Doing all right. Hey, I know you got people that want to talk. I know you've been on for dude. I love you guys. I really do. I love everything about it.
We love you too, man. A true OG fan, Keith is.
You know what? Like I've told you guys that like my fandom is like selfish because I like the good stuff. You know, there was a lot of talk tonight about like what you do and what you write about, and my observation about it is that I think your music kind of talks about muddling through life, but in an affirming way. Like there's this undercurrent of everybody's kind of like dealing with something that isn't so great, right? But we're all kind of just being driven along, and we got to get through it. And I actually think it's quite comforting when people are honest and when they admit to things not being so perfect, because that is something that people can connect to. It's like, oh, you mean it's not just me? Like,
Totally, yeah.
Shit's really screwed up. Oh, wow, fuck, I thought it was just me. And it's like, no, that's not what's going on. You guys have a new tagline, UTR, listen hard. My God, that's, you know, absolutely worth it. I mean, there's so much to appreciate when in your stuff. And the other thing I was going to touch on was something I sent you this to you through Messenger, and I'll share it more broadly. That I honestly had a moment over the past couple of weeks where I went through something and I reached for your music because I needed it. I was wrong, because I was having a moment that was just like, it was not of the same nature that the song is written, but it had similar themes. And I don't want to get into it here and drag everybody through it, but I really did reach for your music because it was like, I hate what's going on right now, and this is the theme to it. You know, I connected with it 100%. And then frickin' finding my name on the damn liner of the LP was magic. So I can't thank you enough. I really, I'm being genuine. That was a really wonderful, unique thing, and it meant a lot to me. So thank you.
There are so many ways to, like, there's so many bands will say stuff like, yeah, our fans mean a lot to us, and it's like, it makes me nervous of sounding like hollow.
Mm-hmm.
But we put you on the liner notes because you mean a lot to us. I mean, you come on so many of these live streams with us. You've listened to so much of the music so deeply. You're like a good faraway friend at this point, and I really appreciate you and everything you have said over the years.
And we've like chatted about gear and stuff. Yeah,
totally.
Awesome.
I mean, I consider you all friends. This is a part of my life now, you know, and I just really think you guys are going next level. It's gotta break. It has to hit. It's too good.
Well, if nothing else ever happened and we stayed exactly where we are with folks like you here, I would be perfectly content with that. So same. I'm happy.
But that's a nice thing to say, because you do have a beautiful thing going on, and you have very meaningful connections with your fan base. So I appreciate knowing you guys, and I appreciate sharing. I appreciate you sharing what you do. It really is a great thing. So anyway, I know a lot of people want to talk, and I could talk for forever, but I just, I appreciate it. I really do.
We appreciate you, dude.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Keith.
Thanks for always.
I still can't wait till we get to meet in person.
Yeah,
has to happen.
Yeah, that'll be a great thing. I'm running out of excuses to not go to Pittsburgh at this point. So
yeah,
come on, Philly, right? Come and see us.
Keith, you're in Philly, right?
I'm in Philly. Yeah, it'd be about a 5-hour trip, but on a Thursday, all right, I'll figure it out.
Philly's a big market for us. It's on the list. So, but I mean, maybe take a little longer if you want. I would not wait. Come to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
really
we're coming to Philly soon. We'll do
the
that
venue
soon.
looks really cool in Pittsburgh too, so we're excited about that. So
yeah, give it a shot. Ardmore Music Hall might be a good place to look.
Yeah,
I'm writing it down.
There, let us know. We'll call you.
And they actually have a smaller venue that they're associated with. So like Ardmore will hold maybe a couple of 100 people, and then they have another venue that holds closer to 100. But they would do acts like you of your scale. So
perfect. Cool. Yeah, I'll be in touch since I'm the one running all that stuff. I'll be in touch on some of these ideas.
If I can help at all, I mean, reach out. I'll share what I know.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, guys. Good luck. The new album sounds great, and I'm looking forward to getting my copy. So, see ya.
Awesome. Love you, dude.
Thanks again, Keith. We'll talk
soon.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. I love Keith. I fucking love that guy.
Keith, man. Every time we get off here, I'm like,
yep.
Yeah,
he gets it.
Great guy.
He gets it.
Let's get Jill on.
So we're gonna get Jill on here, and I just want to let everyone know that this link that is taking up so much real estate is the sign up for the Hideout, where you can access the Discord if you want to. You're welcome to. Also, our merch is pretty much all sold out. If there's anything left in there that you want, there is a coupon code at the bottom. People complimented us for not being salesy tonight, but we're at the end of the ropes here, and I just don't want anybody to miss out if they actually wanted it or they actually want to get in. So I'm kind of saying it again here. Here we go. Let's bring on Jill.
Jill.
Hello.
Hi, Jill.
How are you guys?
We're good.
We're
How
doing
are you?
well. How are you?
I'm okay.
With the trusty background.
Yes.
What?
It always fools me.
The trusty backdrop.
You mean that remember that I have this like curtain thing? It's
Right. Yeah.
yeah, it's my what looks like an old bookcase with like antique books. It's because I have a door behind my chair, and it's like silly.
Yeah, you do a lot
And
of.
I'm doing like Zoom stuff all the
Mhm.
time, so I don't know. Anyway, it looks better.
How are you?
How is that going, by the way? How is the open mic
Well, I got two
going?
of them. I
The
have
Zoom open
like
mic.
a weekly one that I do on Zoom, and then I have a monthly one that I do in person in a town that's a few miles from me, which is cool. It's going well. We were just announced on the public radio. We're announced weekly now. Our monthly thing is on the weekly broadcast.
Awesome.
Announced. We've been in the I was on the front page of the local paper with somebody because it's kind of fun, you know, because the thing had died because of COVID, and I was waiting for somebody to do something about it, and I finally said, well, I asked, can we use this place? And so I started it up myself with
Awesome.
my friend that has the audio equipment. Yeah, so it's
We gotta
exciting
get
because
you-
like a couple of years ago I never ever would have thought I'd be doing these things, or that I would learn to play an instrument, or that I would write music and stuff. And music is a huge part of my life, and you guys are a huge part of my life. You're like, I spend time with you and your community, our community, every day, and I'm grateful, so thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
We are
We
grateful
gotta-
to have you, Jill.
We gotta get
Thank
you on a
you.
track one of these days, Jill.
Yeah, we got to sneak in a harmony or something.
That would be
Oh, I
awesome.
would love that. I would love that. Yeah.
That would be
we
awesome.
we actually did collaborate during COVID. That we would send an audio file, and we would like add to it, and pass it back and stuff.
That sounds
we,
fun.
We were doing that because we didn't have much choice. I was home here with my dog, and my friends were on Long Island, and it's like 9 hours away, and
Yeah.
so we that's what we did. We could have like 3 different people or whatever, just keep passing it around and
That's
adding
awesome.
like I would play a ukulele and someone else could add guitar to it, and then we can sing harmony and whatever. So
It's
That's
funny
fun.
how humans get creative to still
I
like
know,
connect.
right?
Right.
You know.
Adversity, it creates creative problem solving, and you get squeezed, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I gotta do this and that, and it like
Mhm.
wakes up part of you that you didn't even know was there.
Yeah.
We were kind of talking about that with the album a little bit, how we were kind of the
Totally.
constraints birthed this new kind of not new genre, but new style for us, or uncharted territory, because we just
Yeah.
didn't have as much to work with.
Totally. Or like I was trying to say earlier, sorry, one last thing, is like writing a song at midnight makes you write a different song than you would had you been able to make a bunch of noise. You have to,
Yeah.
Right,
use what
keeping
you
it quiet.
have available. Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
some of the things I've written were like 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It happens like that. Hey, Jill.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yes.
a question for us? Because we got to get the last few
Yeah,
people
I
on.
know.
Too.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I have. It's sort of like every time I got off with you the other times, I was like, why didn't you like ask? And there's this one thing I was always curious about. In Mile Up Lullaby, you say the one place where Grimm takes off her gloves. Can you explain what Grimm is?
Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
Grimm.
Same to you, Nicole. Sorry.
Grimm is a kind of character. It's like an under the rug character. Grim is in a whole bunch of songs. Grim is in Song for My Friends. Grim is in Mile Up Lullaby. Grim is in.
Yeah, I've heard it. I just didn't know. Like, you need to tell me who that is exactly.
To me, when I was writing, I was trying to figure out how to, like, I was trying to come up with something to call like crumminess. Okay. The bad aspects, the crummy parts of life, and a lot of what we were writing was a kind of thinking through how to, and we've been talking about it all night. I'm sure I'm just repeating myself, but that just Grim became like a capital G Grim character who we have this relationship with, you know?
Right. Like in Lord of the Rings or something.
Sure.
It's like it's a living creature, a dark, ominous creature.
Yeah, I think sometimes we humans are good at making like totems. You know, you turn a abstract concept into a something that you can imagine communicating with or interacting with, and it helps open up mental doors sometimes for like how you feel about that thing, and so, you know, like it's a super common creative writing prompt to like in creative writing classes, they'll say write a letter to death or write a letter to misery, right? And then you start to hear your own thoughts as you speak to them as if they're a person. And Grim was
I wish I had gone to some of these classes.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a very useless degree to show for it. So
I might have a good book for you, Jill, that Casey actually turned me on, and I really like. It's have you ever heard of Wilco? The band Wilco?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes,
Jeff Tweedy writes a book, the lead singer and guitar player too. He writes a book called, I think it's How to Write One Song. And it is such a cool, it's so full of those little exercises, those little writing exercises that you wouldn't normally think of, you know? And we had a whole thing where we would do like a writing intensive every morning, and we would take an example from his book, and we would do like an hour of writing based on whatever chapter we were on. And it really helped us a lot. Yeah.
Cool.
Jillian Welch is in there a bunch.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And yeah, there's some. Wait, she's in there, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I think so. Yeah. I think she's quoted. Yeah.
She does those writing exercises that we do all the time. We're so nerdy. We'll like get our chops up before an album, and we'll do a bunch of creative writing exercises together.
I love your kind of nerd. It's great.
That's good. I'm glad.
Keep it up.
Keep on nerding, yeah.
All right, you got to get me off of here so other people can chill with you. So thank you.
Thanks for coming on again, Jill.
Thank you for coming on. Here's a hug.
Thank you.
And there will be many more moments. So.
Okay, I hope so. Okay, let me see. Where's the hang up thing here?
We got you, Jill.
Okay, I got it. No,
thanks
let
again.
me do it. Bye.
We got you. Bye. Oh,
all
so
right,
sweet.
all right.
Everyone's so nice.
We're keeping this rolling. Let's get Enzo in here just one more time in case anybody wants to know. Such and such, blah blah blah. Enzo coming on. Okay, here we go.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Dude,
Sorry
it's so
for the
good
mess.
to see you. No,
how you been?
What's up, dude?
My boy.
Well, you've been great. I think I can see a lot of you got now like a huge amount of fans. I think that's my perspective on it. It's like
millions,
so many.
dude.
Yeah, it's a whole religion right now. I just start seeing the temples they build to you guys.
Big rats and carrots.
Dude, yeah. How crazy is it that when we met you at NAMM, so everyone who's watching, we met Enzo at this music conference, and we had like one fan. Is that crazy?
Like,
How
Dude,
time?
when we met Enzo, we had one fan, and it was Enzo.
It was Enzo.
I'm not sure. I would say you had like 20 because
Yeah.
you're making me blush. I
Yeah.
want to say like I was 20. There's something because the first time I listened to your music, man, like it was Manila and Gray, I think.
Yeah, deep cut.
It was like that album. I think I still love that album with all my soul and my heart. And hearing the messages that your other fans give you, I can really feel embraced. And I can't imagine how you guys feel. I'm really, I don't know. I'm really proud of you guys, to be honest,
Oh.
because you're getting like last time we spoke, I was like, I can't wait for you guys to be on tour. You gotta show everyone in the world your music because really, it's really deep. The sound quality, I mean, getting all the technical side, it's amazing. So spacious, well balanced. Um, everything's great on that part. But the songs, I think they're here in Mexico. We have a saying that it's like, well, it's a punch to the guts in a good way because it hits you right where you live. I would say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just keep making that music, man. I really appreciate what you guys are creating all the time. I really love the music, the Carrot song, which was what was it called? I forgot about it.
Eating carrots.
Eating carrots with your friends, yeah.
Wow. Thanks,
Dude,
Enzo.
it's like really cool getting to, like, I know we don't always talk, and there are these little blips of time where you come on here and we get to see your face again, and it's like, it's cool going through life in parallel and then getting to reconnect.
Touch again, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in like 2019 or something, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Before the plague.
Something like that.
Before the
plague hit, yeah.
Yeah.
When are you coming? When are you coming?
That's
when are
always the
we
question.
going down to Mexico, dude? We're
That's
touring
always
Mexico.
the other question, yeah.
I can
Anytime you want to come, like the music scene over here is, I think it's really small. Last time we spoke, I told you guys I'm definitely out of the music scene. I'm doing embroidery right now. I got my own stuff, and check this one
Nice.
out. I don't know if you recognize this album.
I can't see it super well.
I don't. What is it?
It's Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale
Oh.
Steppers. Yeah, so I've been doing that and hearing your music all the time while the machines sew
awesome.
all the hoodies and everything.
So
Yeah.
You got to let us know. We have this dream. We probably said this last time on the last album launch when you came on, but we have this dream of coming to Mexico and just writing an EP or something down there, because it's just different world. It would be fun. And
Yeah, nowadays there's a lot of expats over here.
Yeah,
they call themselves expats, and the rent is going up, and there's a whole thing about gentrification. But you guys are welcome anytime, man.
yeah, we wouldn't gentrify it because we don't have any money. So we would, yeah, we wouldn't be able to afford it probably, but
I'm
we'd have a
not
good
really
time.
sure about that, but like, I don't know, a rent in LA can give you like 3 or 4 months in Mexico City.
Yeah, we're not in LA anymore. We're
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why we're not in LA anymore.
Okay, that's great. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So are we coming
But,
down
hey-
and recording our next album there, or what?
Well-
How much room you got in that in your apartment?
Yeah.
I'm really packed up to the walls. As you
Ah,
can
come
see,
on,
but
we
I'm-
could fit.
Come
We
on.
could fit just
You
fine.
can fit all 5 of us in there.
And he could
5 of
clothe
us
us
in the same
too.
room.
It's perfect.
Yeah. You don't have, just bring a drum set. I think I have a cajon somewhere. I know you love that.
Hey. No.
Casey hates
No.
cajones.
I know, that's
No
why I
cajon,
bring it.
dude.
No cajon.
We need
all
a no cajon
You know what
t-shirt.
you're doing.
No cajon t-shirt. I can fix
Yeah.
that for you.
You know
Yeah,
what
just
you're
the
doing.
cajon with the big red X.
That could
hey,
be the
Enzo.
logo of under. Oh well, no, forget it.
This is why you're never gonna be our embroiderer, okay?
Yeah,
Because-
that and shipping costs, you know.
yeah, well,
mainly shipping.
That is true.
Get to the real heart of it, yeah. Yo, so Enzo, we're at like way over time. I want to connect more. Do you have any questions about anything, or you're just saying hi? I just want to.
What's your take on the recent UFO sightings and strange things that are going around the country?
I'm a UFO nut, dude. I believe it's all real. So that's my take.
When we were moving here and driving through the desert, Casey made us listen to a bunch of like UFO podcasts, like of ex like NASA or ex like government workers and stuff. And I gotta say, it's real, you know. It's like kind of I don't know, dude. It's kind of too convincing. It's kind of some of it is too convincing to like not really look at, you know. But it is easy to, it's aliens. It's easy to dismiss.
Look, I might be putting on my tinfoil hat here, but all I'm saying is when in all of history has like the powers that be, like the government's in charge of people, when have they ever been honest? I would never be honest with people. Why? You are literally trying to maintain power. You just lie out your ass, never tell anyone anything. Come on. There's so many weird things out there. I'm insane. So this has been Casey Dan decrediting myself on a live stream.
The Casey
All right, that's forever on the internet. Expect to see that clip again.
UTR to the moon.
And back again.
And back again.
Yeah.
And back. So yeah, all right. Well,
we miss you, Enzo.
We miss you.
I miss you guys too.
Wish you were still in the music scene so we could meet up at NAMM.
Yeah, I wish that as well. It's a different path, but it's an easier one, and I make money off of it. So
yeah,
that's
when we give up. When we give up,
yeah, when we throw in the towel.
Nah, I'll kick in as a investor on Under the Rock, and we'll make
I'm
a
taking
museum.
you up on that.
We'll make a museum in Tennessee or something for you guys. I'll see how we can indulge you into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
you keep doing your thing, and then you gotta cross those paths one more time. So.
All right,
dude.
dude.
Guys. It was a blast.
Enzo.
Tom,
Later,
I need
dude.
to meet you in person.
We gotta do this outside of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They got so many stories and everything, and I'm over here. I'm just like, yeah. We're coming to Mexico.
It's okay. Hope so.
We'll talk soon, Enzo.
We'll see you later.
Later,
guys.
man.
Bye.
All right, Logan, you ready? Yeah, you ready? Let's get.
Are we gonna Logan and Matt back to back? Aren't
Logan
you two
and Matt back
basically
to
in the
back,
same
baby.
room?
Here we go. What's up, dude? I'm
What's
just
up,
kidding.
guys?
What's up, my man?
Logan.
Dude, you look like you're about to do a podcast right now.
Yeah, I've finally improved on my musical equipment. I'm actually going to be possibly going to audio engineering school next year.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Joe Logan podcast.
The Joe Logan podcast.
Yeah,
the number one
like
podcast in all of Canada.
Unlike last year, I actually have good Wi-Fi now.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. We didn't even get to talk to you.
Oh yeah, you were in like a bunker, 15 feet up.
Like a concrete box or whatever.
Yeah, middle of nowhere countryside in Canada, covered in snow.
Yeah,
where
are you?
Are you somewhere different now? Are you in a different part of Canada now?
I'm just 40 minutes north, but I'm in the city.
That's all it takes for better Wi-Fi.
Better Wi-Fi.
Are you in Montreal? Where are you?
No, Matthew's in Montreal. I'm in Sherbrooke. There's like an hour and a half difference away.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
But
so
both
Logan,
of us are Yes.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Both
I
of
was
you.
gonna
What?
say both me and Matt are so freakadigling, psychedelically excited to be at the Detroit show. You have
Dude,
no idea.
that is so crazy to me.
Wait, which
Mhm.
show?
He's going to
Detroit.
Detroit.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
That is so sick. I hope we
That's
play
so
well that
awesome.
night. I'm like nervous now. I'm like, oh,
Dude, a
guys,
bunch
we're
of
gonna
people
blow
are
it.
coming out.
I
Hey, how
know.
far
Oh my
is it
God.
to drive to Detroit from
Good 14
Montreal?
hours.
Is
That's
that 14 you're
crazy.
holding up, Matt? Oh man, that's a
Wow.
lot.
Yeah.
That says
Are you
9.
doing it in one shot, or are you staying somewhere?
9. Okay.
It's
He's
a
holding
long
up
drive,
every
but we're carpooling. We're gonna have a good time, and I've got to say,
Oh my God.
since last year, or even since I first started watching you guys, the amount of confidence you guys have gained while interacting with your fans is crazy. Like Casey, I still
Really?
remember last year. You're kind of nervous. Like you're like a child. You still are.
He's still
Well, I
nervous.
had to pee. I had to pee last time really bad. I don't know if you remember that.
Pee.
I
had to
kind of
pee
remember
so
that.
bad. I was like holding it. I was trying to get the last few people in. It became a meme in our Discord at one point.
That was oh, I had
So sorry. I'm just moving things along a little bit. I know I keep doing this to you, but you're always on at the end. Logan, one, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to Detroit. That is huge, dude. That is a really big thing to do to support us, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna fucking bear hug the shit out of you, so you better be ready for it. I am proud of you for continuing to pursue music. I'm proud of you for potentially going to engineering school, and I'm excited to see what that future holds for you. And my one word of wisdom would be, like, do it better than anyone else, dude. Study it harder. To be the best.
Yeah.
Do it hard. Like, I believe in you, man.
I can't wait for remixes.
Yeah, one day, hopefully, if you get good,
totally.
and just get some free shit from you.
I've
So
actually
that's really
released
my
a
whole
demo
purpose.
album. Just
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is that true?
Congrats, my dude.
It is true. On just
You'll
on
have to pass it
SoundCloud.
along.
I'll send it to you guys.
Good.
Cool.
I will listen to it. I will listen to it intently. So since you're on, do you have any question?
I don't really have any questions.
okay.
I've been gone. Now that I'm 18, I'm actually able to support you guys with some money.
Some money.
Wait, you get money when you turn 18?
No,
Is
like
that a Canadian thing?
I can use my credit card to support you guys all the way down.
Use your
the
credit
States.
card to spend money you don't have.
Good idea. Never spend your own money.
Under the rug
You'll
model.
learn that's a great idea over the next 10 years.
Hey, that's
dude,
what we do.
That's what we do. Hey, but listen, dude.
I'm excited to get. I was gonna say I'm excited to get Matt on, but keep going.
I was just gonna say, dude, just don't worry about supporting. Like, you're supporting us by coming to see us. You're supporting us by coming on here. Pursue your dreams. Save your money. Buy the right microphones, right? And like, do your thing. We appreciate you just for being here and being our fan. So,
love you guys.
We love you.
We
too,
love you
dude.
too, dude. We can't wait to meet you. It's gonna be awesome.
This is rock and roll. Remember,
2 months.
So I love you, and ASL is like this.
Yeah.
So I love you.
It's
guys
very
I love you,
close.
rock and roll.
That's it.
Cheers, brother.
Exit. I'm having the same problem as Joe.
All right,
now.
dude. We'll talk soon.
Dude,
we
it
can
was
kick you
great
off
to
of
see
there.
you. We'll be seeing you in person soon, okay? All right.
Bye,
Let's
Logan.
get Matt on
Let's
for
get
the
on it.
last
All right,
one
Matt.
of the night.
He's
There
always
we
All right,
go.
that was great. Nah, just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, what's up?
All right.
Here we are, 3 hours later.
I'm
Right?
sorry,
Right?
Matt. You're
It's been
always
a whole 3 hours.
You asked to
Dude.
go.
you asked for it.
Yeah, so what? It's still been it's been a good 3 hours though, that's the thing.
That's
Good.
that's good. That's good.
And geez, it's been a while. Like when was the last stream? Like September or November?
I came
I
out.
don't remember.
Yes.
I don't
Dude.
remember.
Yes.
All I'm gonna say is that it was a tough time last time, but now we're in a good time and we got awesome music to get with it. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm super happy with like the music that you guys have been putting out. And like every time you guys put out like a new song, I'm playing music like that entire week. Like I have my guitars both out today. And I was just playing all day. And I finally actually live in Montreal now. I just kind of got my first apartment. So
Wow,
pretty
congrats,
cool.
dude.
Nice,
First apartment
dude.
is a big step.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, I'm renting with some friends of mine from my hometown. So yeah,
Nice.
I'd say
Nice.
how have you guys been? But I've listened for like the past 3-ish hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as soon as I found out that the tickets were on sale, I like friggin' texted Logan like crazy. I'm like, hey, what are you doing on like April 8th? It's a Saturday. He's like, I don't know. Why? I'm like, okay, well, we're going to Detroit. And he just knew what the idea was.
That's awesome.
And we do have an idea for something we're gonna wear / bring. And like if you see me handing something out to you guys like near the front of the stage, just if you grab it, I think you'll have a laugh. It's wearable. So
I'll wear it.
Okay, if this is
That
if
sounds
it's a severed
ominous.
head, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm gonna be very upset too.
I mean,
Just
like,
hand it to me.
well,
I'll wear it.
dude, if you want, I'll like throw it by your feet and you can pick it up at the next song or something.
Is that one of those coconut bras? I'll wear it if it's a coconut bra.
He'll
You know
wear
what
it.
I'm talking about?
Brendan's always
I'll wear
wanted
it.
one of those.
Fred didn't.
Someone
Be careful
buy
what
me
you
one
wish
of
for.
It's so much more than that.
I'm not kidding. Be careful what you wish for. If you ask, I will bring that.
Look, this is a plea to all the fans. Please buy me one of those and a hula skirt to match, please.
Hey, and I wanted those like $75,000 gold chains that has like my name on it
throw a
with a
gold
bunch of
chain in
diamonds.
for
So
me. Yeah.
thank you.
I mean,
I would never be caught dead wearing a hula skirt or a coconut bra or a skirt of any kind. So don't you give me that.
So skip it.
Skip it. I
Skip it.
won't. I would never. So do not.
Nope.
And
I'll
So
wear
yeah,
it. Send it over.
we're heading over to that, and then the next day on the 9th, you guys are doing an Airbnb thing. I just saw like a couple hours ago. I saw that.
you're damn right we are.
$100. That's
Hey, you're 18 now. You can get a credit card. You've been 18.
Yeah.
Haven't you
just
been
put it on
18?
your credit card.
I'm 19 now. 19 and a bit.
Yeah,
Nobody
okay,
knows how old Matt is. Last time he said he was. Oh well, he just said yeah.
I'm 21 in the United States, so or I'm 20.
That's how it works?
Actually. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Canada years are shorter than United
Because of
States
the
years.
time difference and the
because of the identity.
Plays out.
I pulled the actually hold up. Let me show
Oh
this
yeah,
to you
wait.
guys.
You can't tell us that, dude.
Matt, if
Don't
you're showing us anything illegal right now, I will.
Don't show us anything illegal. You cannot show us anything illegal. Don't show us anything illegal.
Don't worry about it. Because
don't do it.
So this is me.
No,
don't do it. We can't look at this.
It's not illegal. I know it's not illegal because it's my brother's card. It's not fake.
Okay, you know what?
That's still
dude,
illegal.
you know what? Matt, dude, I love you. You're awesome, dude. I am going to just quickly switch gears here. If we see you in Detroit, that is wonderful.
I can't see.
I would love to see you there. And now, this. Do you have a question for Under the Rug?
Yes, actually.
Ask us anything.
I did think about it because exactly 1 year ago, about 20 minutes-ish ago, I took this screenshot onto the day
Oh my god, I'm wearing
Whoa!
the same shirt, dude. I'm wearing the same shirt. That's
Was that
so funny.
the same day?
The same day.
Well,
I
it's
checked.
closer.
Look at Dom with the red
If you
wig.
look at the top, February 16th there.
Oh wow.
So
That's
like
crazy, dude.
yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I feel like it was about a year ago that they did the Dear Adeline launch. And so yeah, that reminds me. The question I wanted to ask, I'm going to ask you the same question I did last year. And what's next?
What's next?
What's next?
Next?
Like
We have a
musically?
whole other album written, dude.
Okay,
Next
so
we
like
get a
that's
loan.
because I remember
Yeah.
last time you guys told me it was homesick something for another world at the time, and then you guys so
Happiness is
then
easy.
That's the
Happiness
next
is
one.
Easy? That's the next one. Is that the next album or the next single?
Next album.
Mhm.
It's a 14-song album.
Happiness
We're
is
heading
easy.
to the West Coast to see Dave to record it in
Dave.
in
I
May.
always
In May.
I was yelling at Logan. I was like, dude, you need to get on now. Dave is going on. We need to listen. It's like
So yeah.
Tips.
you
We
guys
need
like
kazoo
you guys really struck gold with your producing. But like, what is he technically your? No, he's not your producer. He's your audio technician.
He does produce it. He does produce
So
a little
we,
bit.
well, so we Pale King, Too Far Away, and Dear Adeline, we produced. So we recorded all the instruments ourselves, and then we sent them to Dave to mix them.
Oh, so he's the mixer.
So Homesick for Another World, we actually went to Dave's and did an album where he helped us produce them. So we
It's like
let him
co-produced.
Yeah, we basically let him kind of guide the process a lot more than we were ever comfortable letting anyone do before, because we learned to really trust and value Dave's opinions. And then and then we actually had Philip Bova master the record, and he did like Andy Schauf's The Party. So we had him do the mastering on it. So we had a bigger team on this record than we've ever had before, and I think you can hear it. Like, it sounds good.
Well, I was not planning to stay up. Wait, does that mean it's out now, the album?
For you,
I
guess.
For you.
Yo,
Sweet.
everyone just changed
Okay.
their time zone to Canada real quick. Or to Montreal.
No more
It's out.
Logan, it's out. I wasn't planning on staying
Oh, I
up till
think it's
midnight,
New
but
York
there it is.
time, so yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Eastern time. So the album is out
Eastern time.
as of 2 minutes ago.
Well, everybody go listen to it.
Shit.
All right, you guys know what to do.
Congratulations, team! Congratulations, fans!
We did it.
Another album in the bag. Another album.
I'm listening
The
to that
first
all tomorrow.
play. Yeah.
All the
You got the
audio's
first
blank.
play.
I get the first play.
All
do
the
I?
audio, yeah.
Oh,
it's
it's
just
all-
Brendan farting for 48 minutes. I don't know.
I'm really. What were the songs that you played earlier in the stream? There's Panacea.
Skeleton Tree,
And then-
Panacea, and I Need It, and I Should Be Sleeping.
I Should Be Sleeping. That one, I forget what the lyrics are, but I remember they made me very like sad, but also grateful.
Panacea, maybe.
Panacea sounds
I like
right.
that
Yeah.
song.
I don't know if it was Panacea, because I think it was the I Should Be Sleeping, because I was like, man, that like really sounds like me pretty much every night when I have school the next day.
Yeah.
But like, I'm super thrilled. I'm so freaking happy for you guys, and like, just proud I got to know you guys. I got to talk to you guys, because like, I every like couple weeks I'd see your social and I'd check your following, and it's gone up by another couple thousand. Like, have you guys seen your Spotify like
Yeah.
listener count?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are we at now?
It's crazy, dude.
54,000. Like, I think the days of late of like 2-3 a.m. texting you guys is over for me. Well, I forget. I think it was Casey and Sean. I think you guys were the ones who'd usually answer. I'd like send you a message about like something for shipping, and you guys would respond at like. 2 in the
Brendan does a
morning.
lot of that too.
Are you talking
Yeah,
about
what,
like on
what,
Instagram messages? Yeah.
yeah, but like,
Mm.
I think you
We all
guys like
share it.
you guys turned your profile into like a business one maybe, and then it like deleted a bunch of old conversations. And I was like,
Oh.
That
I
might have
think,
been what happened.
yeah, because I remember I used to ask Casey like how you learned to sing and like how you practice your vibrato or who you listen to. And I was at
Well,
one point I tried to go back to see like who those musicians were, but it was all gone. But yeah, whatever.
for what it's worth, I teach vocal lessons on Zoom all the time, so
That's
you're always welcome to
true.
take a listen and
It's
recap
only
the stuff you missed.
$1,000 an hour.
It's cheap considering
I
how
mean,
awesome I am. So
eventually it'll probably be $1,000 an hour. Eventually, I
I
think.
don't.
I think you'll be able to charge
I
that.
don't.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
Don't think so.
And for in Detroit, and like just at your shows, do you guys have like a photographer that follows you guys around or what?
I think there are a bunch of people in a lot of those different cities that messaged us and said, "Hey, can I just come take pictures for you guys? You're welcome to bring a camera. That's all
Mhm.
fine, or bring a friend." Who
I'm
else
beginning
wants
to think there's so many photographers out there. We've gotten hit up by a lot. A lot of people take pictures. I didn't even know.
Because yeah, I have
Yeah.
a really nice camera. That's the one I took a lot of my Europe shots of your guys' stuff all over Europe.
Mm.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
used a lot. So yeah, I'd love to take pictures for you guys, and if you guys want, I don't know, someone to take pictures at like your meet and greet or whatever, like I'd freaking love to.
You're
Buy you
welcome.
guys a
We'd
beer.
never say
Buy
no.
you guys, buy you
Yeah.
guys a beer at the same time.
That sounds good. That sounds good. I'll buy you one back. All right, dude. Hey, it is late. The album is out. We are
And I
going
have school.
to fuck off, as they say.
Yeah.
Matt, you are a wonderful human being. We love getting to talk to you every time. I'm so excited to meet you and Logan in Detroit. I am also going to give you a very big, uncomfortable bear hug when that happens, so be prepared. But I just wanted to say that because I really appreciate you, and
Well,
we will
just
be seeing you soon.
thank you to all of you guys, and like Dom, I love the wigs, so never forget to show
I'll bring
those
it back.
around.
I got another one. It's real funny. We'll bring it back.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah,
Gotta run it back
bring
with
it,
the wigs.
bring it for the Detroit show. We'll do a swap maybe. With
Okay.
the thing I'll throw to you.
Okay,
But,
deal.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys just
Thanks,
have
Matt.
an awesome night. Good luck with the stuff, and yeah, stay awesome, stay cool, and
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Ah,
Oh, he got us.
Oh, you
Okay.
did it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do something silly here. So let's all wave goodbye, and then I'm just gonna do this for the very end here, so we can how do I do this? So we can make sure. Here we go. Check this out. All right, Tom. Let them all know what the last.
Bye.
Cinch it up.
Oh, okay, I'll
Hey,
say
whoa.
something.
Nah, it's
I
cool.
just want to say,
yeah.
I just want to
Get outta
say
here.
thank you to all the fans who came on and talked with us, and everyone who stayed with us for 3 hours and 11 minutes, which is crazy. There's still
I
like
can't believe
50
it's been that
people
long.
watching right now. So thank you guys. We're all super excited. The album's finally out. Can't even believe it. We're super stoked. We're already thinking about the next things, tour, the album that we're recording in May. So we're going to keep doing this till we're dead. So we're just really excited you guys are along for the ride. Thank you so much for being here. So we can end it now.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was pretty weak. So I'm just gonna get in here and say, no, I'm just kidding. Love you guys. TWD, you're the best. Thank you so much.
TWD.
2023.